Star Wars.
Welcome back to Borderlands D&D. I got it right. We've had a little bit of a break, but we are back for more of it all again. So, last time we left off, actually, let's rewind a little bit farther, I suppose, since it's been a hot minute. All of the group decided to, after your stint in the Sunken Sea and near Oasis, talked it over and decided to head towards opportunity to potentially head off Dakin. You heard he was trying to get off world and head to Promethea. And wow, that just blanked. All right, you guys took off and head that way to try to stop Dakin from getting off planet, because once he does, it'd be substantially harder to try and catch him. After a bit of discussion and back and forth of how to do it, you all arrived there and took off into the town, looking for said spaceship. Unfortunately, it wasn't very hard to find. After a little bit of hunting around, a little bit of digging, you found some cargo being loaded up. A brief conversation with the man who looked to be in charge there. Turns out was not fully in charge and directed you towards the pits. I cannot talk today, guys. I apologize.
Oh, Jill.
I even have this written down in front of me.
Reading's hard.
Apparently. I tried to do it right for once, and now I'm messing it up.
That's what you get.
Had a big old speech.
Apparently.
That's your problem.
But after a brief conversation with the man, he directed you towards the fighting ring that they have set up in town. The Thresher fights, usually, as they were referred to. Making your way over there, you're trying to figure out how to get in. Walking up to the desk, you try to purchase tickets. After a brief back and forth conversation, Nessa proceeded to purchase everybody some of the top tier tickets and head to the top of the arena area, which is just a series of 3 skyscrapers piled up really high with several stories up with a ring set of bridges. No, sorry, not a ring. A triangular set of bridges connecting the tops of each one, forming a top floor that is referred to as the Sky Bridge that you can walk around. Upon getting up top there, you proceeded to walk around, look around to see if you saw anybody you recognized. You saw who you think might have been in charge of the town, with a number of lackeys around. Before making it farther around, and you found, well, the individual you were looking for, Captain Lyra. Sorry. You walked up on her just as she was finishing up a card game and caught somebody cheating as a card slipped out of his, out of the shirt sleeve there that he was trying to hide, and watch her get a little bit angry at him. Give him a soft, gentle Borderlands Pandoran hug, and throw him out of the Sky Bridge. After a few bits more of cussing and giving her a second to cool down, all of you approached, trying to talk to her because you needed information and potentially bartering points. Where she made a deal of, you play cards, you can ask questions. You win a hand, you get a question. She wins a hand, she gets a question. While everybody was looking at each other, trying to decide who wanted to play, Schmidt walked up, slapped his hands down on the table, and said, "Let's go." Probably not exactly those words.
Schmidt's gonna draw Exodia.
But that's where we'll pick up as Schmidt walks up and just slaps his hands on the table like, "Let's go." I will ask, out of genuine curiosity, what is everybody else's thoughts to Schmidt being like, "Let's do this"?
Yeah, okay,
Harry
par for the
believes
course.
in him.
It should be fun
He's
to watch.
bullshit enough he might actually be able to pull this off.
Is he trying to win?
The whole point
Always.
is, this one isn't a win for money. This is a round for round for questions.
We're not gonna get any questions.
No faith in Schmidt, I see. Well,
Does Smee know what he's playing?
Nobody asked what they were playing yet.
Me too.
I get the feeling Schmeat's gonna just
Fish.
accept whatever's coming his way. So she's gonna look down and have the bot next to the table start to shuffle the cards. All right, so you have questions. I am mildly curious about this group that's walked up. So, little man, you're gonna be the one who's playing cards with me today.
Just slow blinking.
Is it one
So
eye?
who's actually asking the questions then, as she looks up at the rest of the group?
Barry shakes his head and just growls.
A lot of questions, but at the same time, I also ask a lot of questions stringed together, usually tied together. So if you're doing one at a time, I probably wouldn't be the best person to do something like that. Also, I'm gonna go change to something nicer real quick.
So that one's not asking the questions. As Tanya
Got it.
off to find a room. You can find a room as you start to walk away. By the way, there's a couple little private rooms you can find at each corner of this like triangle, basically at the top of the actual top of each building.
Very, very quickly says, not it.
Do a bug search or camera search of those rooms also.
Investigation.
Alright, here's one.
Creepy, creepy people might be there. Might be watching.
Well, you might want to save the question then until you win a hand.
17.
I have one right here. Yeah.
This might be a bit more fun than I thought.
He's holding a pen.
So, let's start with the first one. We'll keep it simple on the first games. You look like you could use the warm-up. How about that?
Bends the fingers and makes it a thumbs up.
So, for the first game, at least, we'll do this for at least a couple fails. We'll start with the first one that's relatively simple. You're gonna need a D8, a D6, and a D4.
D8.
This one may be familiar to some people.
D4. Got it.
So, as these cards are being dealt out, the minigame we're going to have here is you're going to roll the D8 at the start, and the D8 is rolled out into open, so you get to know what each other's D8s are. After that, the D6 and the D4 are rolled in private, and you get to decide after the D8, but before the finals, if you want to add more to the... Well, they're not gambling for money right now, so that's less important. But I suppose we'll start with the first one if you want to roll your D8, as the cards are dealt.
Are you playing Liar's Dice?
Shh. I have no idea what its name is. I just remember the game.
Okay.
Sound like it.
What'd you get on the D8? She has a 2. And you have an 8. Alright. You get to roll the next 2 in private, and we'll wait for the totals at the end. I have to ask, because it was brought up last time, would you like to cheat?
Wouldn't even know if he was cheating or not.
That is valid. Alright, so we'll unfold the cards since it's just the two of us.
That doesn't introduce a question, Matt.
What?
Does he cheat by accident by not playing right?
We're gonna go with the smoothness of we're going to go for this that he can play the card game somewhat. Otherwise, this ends immediately, I think. However, if he wants to not know how to play the game at all, that's feel free. We can go that route.
I feel he's got a vacant memory. Not a good one, but it's there.
You've played a lot of cards before. You don't know when, but you know you've done it. That kind of thing?
E.
Fair. So, what did you get on your next 2 dice?
Do I add the total or do you give you each number?
Total works in this moment.
4.
4 total, so 12 total?
E.
Well, she only got an 8 total, so look down at the hands of the cards dealt and be like, well, first hand's yours. What's your question?
I'm gonna ask mine later because I don't want to get punched.
What? Now I want to know. What's the question?
You'll find out later.
It's an IOU, I guess.
All right, I like that. I like
No,
the
he's
idea.
got a question.
Schmeat just won. This is on the table, and everyone else is just standing around without a question. Just looking at Schmeat winning his first hand.
Barry gives a small round of applause. I knew you could do it.
You know, for people asking for information, you're very quiet.
I'm just gonna look back
How
at
long-
him.
How long
I
did it
believe in
take
the
to deal? How long did it take to deal the hand? And that. Am I back yet?
Probably another hand or so before you get back.
Okay.
I'd say 2 hands total for you to get back. So
Okay.
this is one of the 2.
Like I watched this lady throw somebody out the window, right? She's the lady that
Yeah, you watched her throw somebody out the window.
like manhandle just poof, right.
Reached over the table, grabbed him, and threw him through the glass and out.
I'm gonna wait till later to ask my question.
Well, you either ask a question for this round, or you guys lose the hand for the round, I guess. Like, I thought this was going to be a bit more pertinent.
Fine. Do you know? May I ask the question then? If they ain't gonna ask
Yeah,
anything.
go ahead
All right.
for it, I guess, since he's not.
Have you?
Had that play.
We're looking for a man named Doc. Have you seen this guy? Show a picture of him.
Takes a look at it. I have.
Thank you. Guess that'll be the first question.
Fair enough. Round 2. She looks down at you, Schmeat.
Checking his head, yes.
Well,
All right, roll your d8. Let's see what you get on first.
He spits out the dice. I got it.
Technically, you guys are getting cards dealt to you. We're just using dice to represent
Oh,
hands.
gotcha. I spits out the card. Let's do it.
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt that that's a not from this deck.
He's licking
Because
my
I
ass.
didn't see you eat it.
It's not even the right kind of card.
No. No, it's an Uno card. Space Uno, sorry.
Right from the last guy I ate.
As the bot deals out the hands again. Well, what'd you get on your D8?
2.
A 2? She also got a 2. Alright, roll your other 2.
Alright.
And let me know what you got.
5. So 7 total.
Alright, she got a 9 total. So, looks like this one goes to me. What do you want with this guy?
Oh.
You come here asking for information and ask for if I recognize this guy. What do you want with this guy?
That's it. Oh, sorry, I was muted. He stole some stuff from us. We want it back.
So, just a case of missing items. All right, then.
I mean, well, there might be a bit of
That's what I get
punching
for
and not
asking a
friendly
very...
stabbing, but I mean, that's more of a consequence of the stealing of items.
You're really bad about only answering one question, but all right.
I nod sadly in the backdrop.
As She looks to the bot to shuffle another one, and that's what you get to come back to, Tanya. You're really bad at answering only one question, you know?
I felt that was the same question, part of the same question with me.
Don't
Fair
ask them about philosophy of any kind.
Barry's grin just goes and just whoop, goes
Wasn't
across his
philosophy.
face.
Wasn't philosophy. Not gonna be philosophy after that.
Were there any cameras or anything, Matt? You didn't say.
None that you found.
Okay, because it was 17. So.
None that you
In
found.
other words, they're just better at hiding them than you were at finding them.
Or there just weren't any in there.
Yeah, or that.
Yeah, but
I
it's
just
more
wanted
fun.
wanted to check to, see if see if a different changing room had to be had for, the siren tattoos or whatnot.
Oh, I know what you were going for. I get it. So, next hand it seems.
Oh.
Alright, roll your D8. This
I got
D8's
4.
the first. She got a 2 again. This is 3 2s in a row I've rolled on this D8. Roll your other 2. Alright, what's your total?
8 plus 4. 8.
So 12? Alright, she got a 10, so you win this one. Ask away.
Okay. I just came to let not go fast.
Do you currently have the plan of transporting this guy somewhere off planet?
It's currently a possibility, but nothing solid.
Barry nods head.
How should I put this? Transactions still in progress, deals being bartered, that kind of thing still. How's that?
That works for me. Thank you.
All right.
Wait, did she toss the dude out with one hand or she used 2 hands?
Grabbed them, pulled them up with the one and hit them a couple times, and then with both hands just kind of threw them to the side.
But cut it easily does throw him one hand, yes.
Dragged him over the table with one hand pretty easily, at least.
Yeah.
Schmeat can receive the fastball special.
We can receive the fastball special. That is true.
There's a reason he wanted to play.
So, we've had 3. Yeah, let's do one more of this hand, of this game. Roll one more D8 for us. I just want to roll something besides a 2. I'm going to above game, I'm going to be honest.
I got a 5.
I got an 8. All right, roll your other 2.
It's 9.
What's your total? Total's 9?
Oh, before adding the 5. That's 14. Right?
14? Her total is 15.
So close.
Looking around at the group. So I'm curious. Why do you have a high-profile person in on this one? Like, what'd you do to get your bounty there, girl? As she looks over at Nessa.
I blew up a ship.
That did not.
Would you like to make a deception check?
She's technically not wrong.
Let that be deception. Does Nessa actually believe that that's why she has a bounty in the first place?
You all heard
The
the
longest
thing.
time she did.
However,
She
you have
stated
all
that
heard the
before.
recording of the hit being put out by somebody else. And the
Yeah,
whole
I'm
thing.
aware of that now.
So
Just
it's now
offering the
accepted.
reminder since it's been a while.
She's
But a
lying.
hit and a bounty are two different things.
Point in time, I did
We don't
believe
know when
that.
the recording was.
This is a deception. She's lying about why people are after her.
I mean, she
I
could
got
just
a
go and give the
7.
truth in a very vague way.
Maybe she didn't roll a 7.
Mm.
She's technically not wrong, you know.
Technically,
That
we
is
say
about
that
the only thing she's actually done.
is due to no actions of her own.
Yeah,
Which
but
kinda
telling
didn't
her
do anything.
why she
No, I'm
did,
saying
telling
this out
her she
loud.
did this.
I'm saying this out loud, by the way.
Wait, what are you trying to say to cover?
I allow Barry chuckles, but she's technically not wrong. That is the only thing she'd actually done. I'm pretty sure her uncle stole something from somebody, and they think that she's got it,
Barry,
but she doesn't.
Barry, shut up.
Why? Like they give a crap about it. They just haven't. They're trying to cover up a loose end,
Barry,
and they're being dicks about
that's
it.
not what was asked about. That's extra
Yeah,
information
there's-
you don't need to be giving.
They asked why she has a bounty, and that's the reason. Someone's trying to cover up a loose end.
So, that's extra information.
Barry gives her a deadpan look. She asked.
As you can tell, we are all
Anyway,
very
back up.
accomplished speakers.
The best.
Lady, look,
Thumbs up.
I'd
That's
play
my thing.
poker with you guys.
Ferris throws his hands up. There's a reason I didn't want to be the one asking the questions.
Well, look at the bright side. You gave enough that I'm not throwing her out the window now.
Thumbs up.
I can't fly.
We could fix that.
He might be able to figure out how to fly on the way down. I'm half curious if he might actually be able to do it.
Maybe Nessa wants to be thrown out the window.
Out of this
Very
fucking
stop.
bullshit.
You never learned the penetration and now just want to experience it.
She's really uncomfortable with the situation in the room today, so she doesn't want to be here anymore.
Next round?
And this is an awkward pre-worm fight setting.
Anyway. Next round then?
Yeah, let's have another hand at it. This is already getting better. I
Oh,
was
she's
starting to
doing
get bored, but you know, this is at least mildly entertaining.
While she's dealing the hand, what was the what questions did I miss?
Why are we after the guy?
Because he stole stuff from us.
And why is she
And we are-
unhealthy?
Yeah,
Barry
yeah,
asked if she knew him. I asked if she was providing or potentially providing transportation off the planet.
He said, possibly. A deal is possibly being made. Not yet gone through yet, though.
This is us having a little sidebar while they're setting up for their game. There.
Yeah.
Just a statement to cover
No, that's fair.
my actions.
I have a question if Schmeat wins then.
All right, Schmeat, what's your speaking of, what's your D8 roll?
I got an 8.
And she got a 4. Roll your other 2.
Yeah.
Ow. Fuck.
Oh.
What you got going?
I got a 10 in total.
Yeah, she got a 6 in total.
We both rolled ones.
Yeah, double ones.
Hey. Ooh,
Well,
ooh.
have at her.
So, if you don't care about honor or anything like that, and you just want to get this guy's payment, make him pay it up in advance, would you mind if the deal goes through? Maybe you let him on board your ship or something, and let us on there, and then we just murderize him and get our stolen goods back, and you get to keep the money? Would that be a possibility, maybe?
Arik chokes on a drink in the background.
Well, I appreciate the straightforwardness of this. I'm gonna say getting a reputation of putting somebody on your ship just to let them be murdered or be an instrument to your murder kind of fucks with your ability to get passengers in the future.
Oh, that's fair.
Or, at worst, attracts the wrong sort who I don't want on my ship.
Didn't know your
That's a pretty good idea. Because
didn't know your
So,
reputation.
on a moral standpoint, honestly, don't give a fuck what you do to the guy. On a business standpoint, that'd be a bad call for me.
Understandable.
But I can respect the hustle.
Barry, you okay over there? You sound like you were choking.
thumbs up.
Just dying. That's okay. Don't worry about him.
It's fine. It's fine. This Barry
So-
just imagining the
But he's big and deals with
collateral
things
damage that might happen.
and breaks people.
Nessa. I would like you to make a perception check for me.
Max, be muted.
Also, did I see this lady stand up, or she just like, has she stood up yet?
Oh, she's still sitting down.
I'm saying that has she stood up this entire time at all?
Oh, you guys saw her stand up when she drugged somebody over the table.
Right, or how tall is she compared to me?
Give her a second. How tall is she?
Compared to Schmeat, like, is he at, what's he at, like knee level?
I'd say she's fairly tall, like 5'10", 5'11".
You said
You
perception?
know what? Fuck it. Let's make a 6 foot even. I like 6 foot even right now. Yes, roll a perception for me, please.
For just Nessa or contextual one?
Just Nessa on this one, please.
That's a 9.
Good to know.
She's real
No one else
uncomfy.
able to go and do it?
Nope, this one's just for Nessa.
Fair enough. Gonna laugh if her brother or whoever is just sitting over on the other side and just like doing
Just
a double
sipping her
take.
way out of margarita, like, well.
The fucking. No, we've got that sniper scope back on us from like one of the first episodes. It's just there chilling.
He's watching the entertainment, reading lips.
But, moving on. I'm not bored yet. I'm up for another hand if you are.
Thumbs up.
God damn, that's another 2.
I got a 7.
It is the number.
7. I need to change dice, I feel like. Alright,
Keep this up for tomorrow as well.
no! What you got total?
15.
Well, I got 2 more 2s, so I have a 6. She's looking down like, well, the cards just kind of aren't in my favor today, it seems.
Beginner's luck.
That'll have to do for now, I guess.
Perfect little mutant's luck.
Yeah.
Where's the next question?
It's up to that's you guys kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, does anyone else have any other questions real quick?
That was a win for us.
Yeah, it's a win for you guys.
Do you have a question for him, or shall I ask? Thaddeus, yes or no?
I'm thinking. I don't currently have a question, but I can think of one eventually.
All right. Possibility of us
Hey.
possibly just being able to go and match
Wait,
Doc and say to just you not to take him.
Real quick, can I have an above table moment just because it's been a minute?
Yes, please.
What's that?
Real quick, can I have an above table moment just because it's been a
No,
minute?
no,
Matt,
sorry. Like, what's the request?
Matt,
I'm
can
sorry.
you
I-
remind them of what I believe it's Clayton requested the group to do on top of searching for Dakin while we're here? Just so that they have
True.
the other
Clay
thing
also
in
made the
mind.
request of if you guys would help him, well, rob the city leader.
They had
Yeah,
some
there's a-
specifications
there's a
to it,
translator
but
that
it's
he
been a
wants.
minute.
Yeah, the guy has a translator Clay wants to try and steal to see if it'll help with Iridian languages.
Also,
Yeah,
Clay,
but we-
is Clay here with us? I don't remember if we.
Yeah, you guys brought Clay and Terry up. They're kind of just wandered off for the moment.
They don't want to be within chucking distance.
Yeah, they really
So-
don't. You can tell. You can see them in sight. They're down a ways. They're a good 80 feet down the hall, but you can see Clay periodically looking up and checking on where you guys are before going back to talking, drinking.
Clay's working
I
on getting
doubt-
in the penthouse.
I doubt we should probably go and ask about it in case we want to do it, because we're gonna be the first people to thought of. Also,
It
If
just
we
wasn't
ask or
included
ask
in
about-
the recap,
You are absolutely
and
right.
I wanted to
and
make
I
sure you
should
guys
have-
had it.
I completely
That's fair.
forgot about it.
I should have mentioned that. Thank you for bringing it.
I remember that
was
Clay
genuinely something
gave us
that
a question. I forgot about it.
That slipped in my nightmare of an opening that I finally wrote out for once instead of doing off the cuff.
It popped into my head, and if I didn't say it then, I would have forgotten.
No, it's absolutely fair. I appreciate you bringing it up. I genuinely should have, and I forgot.
Anyway, should I go back to my question?
Reason.
Absolutely.
Any possibility of us convincing you to not take Dakin off the planet? Either through alternative payments, such as... What's the words, Matt?
Bribery.
Bribery. Or through monetary means, or more conventional work. Or just flat out the more mercenary work. We can do that too.
What's your... let's start off with this. Do you have any offer you'd like to toss up first? Let me ponder options on my end while you give one on yours.
Monetary is
Does that
not
help answer the
my
question?
to offer. For negotiations. Now then.
This is her answering, it's on the table.
Yeah.
But it's not a simple yes or no, as in, I haven't exactly what it'll be, since that's what it's going. Barry just asked if it was possible.
Out of game, Max, this would be on you if you want to go and toss in monetary offers. Bribery. What the fuck do we have to trade with them?
Got a shiny nickel.
I'll take up mercenary services.
Mercenary
favors.
service about- We're fairly good at mercenary services. Eliminating others and competition and such like. I mean, I would be the first.
Well, here, I'll answer your question with, I'm open to it then. But let me think on what I might want while we play.
Fair enough.
Alright. I know at least one of you has one more question, so I suppose at least one round. Cards start to get dealt back out. Would you like to roll your d8, sir?
I got a 5.
She got an 8.
Well, the
Let's
two
roll
this
your other
time.
2.
I got 10 total.
She maxed it out at an 18.
She wouldn't this one, didn't she?
Apparently, she got this one. Looking at the rest of you, debating this. What is the most unique skill I could call on out of this group?
Debatable. Very, very debatable.
I make art.
He does make good art. Well, depends on
That-
taste. Though.
He makes
Good.
terrific art.
Probably be
That's strong lasting.
his understanding of that ancient language.
You're pointing at Clay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ooh.
not mercenary, but that's very true. That's very true.
That's above Cam saying that's a good answer. It's not technically true, but it is a good answer.
Good answer.
I don't
She has
know,
no reason to
That's honestly
feels
pretty
true because none of us can understand it.
How about this? How about
Free
this?
explosion.
I'll give you this because that's a really good answer. It is still technically a lie because you have two singular abilities in the group. But I'll give you a bonus to your to a deception. How's that?
Is that a lie? I mean, sure, there's science, but I mean, there's weird abilities all over the place.
Barry has really big pecs and makes explosions. Does that
I
count?
just explode for no real reason.
There's a whole mausoleum as above game. There's a whole
Monastery.
group
Yeah.
of people that explode.
Mhm.
I can do this. This is face changes.
I don't think I like that. We'll do it again.
Do you do the little like alien mouth?
Do it again. I don't like it, but do it again. Huh.
He's also got the tail.
What level are we
I'll give you
again?
a roll with advantage on the deception here.
Okay.
Well, Speed thinks he's hot shit, so he doesn't care.
No, you're good. I'm talking about Crystal because Crystal said he could read Iridian.
It's not even all that false. It's pretty true.
You're trying to argue. You guys are really trying this. He can read the Iridian to an extent, which is true, and it is rare, but that is a learnable skill. However, we have two singular, completely individualistic abilities that are literally exactly one in the entire universe.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I think the fucking language thing is more impressive.
That can be learned and is known by multiple people. She said unique, not impressive. But what you got?
Telling me I'm not unique.
Most unique.
I just
You are
thought of
pretty
something.
unique, buddy.
I just thought of
How
something
many
I would
chances
love
do
to
we
see.
get?
Have any of you guys seen The Most Extreme from Animal Planet? Like, really bold? Think of Schmeat being animated in the style of The Most Extreme on just a green and black screen in those pretty, like, clay kind of animations.
It's disturbing to think about.
Schmeat is The Most Extreme.
I have no idea what you're talking about, not gonna lie.
Oh, it's going in. There's things going in chat.
It was normally on at like 2 a.m. on Animal Planet.
I don't know if I want to know.
Basically,
Let's see it. Put it in chat. Oh,
We put the same
remember
one.
this. I remember this.
Look. I'm
What
very
the fuck
scared to
show
look.
was this? I want to watch this again. What's the show name, man?
The Most Extreme.
The
From Animal
Most
Planet.
Extreme. Animal Planet, The Most Extreme.
What the
they're on a
Being added
whole
to my list of
tangent.
shows to watch.
What is this? Why?
remember this now.
I don't.
Why the fuck is it say can only watch this on YouTube?
This is some early. It's some
I
early
don't want to know.
2000.
I don't want to know what that person's
Downstairs,
face
Amazon.
just fused in. All right, back to the thing. What'd you get on your deception, buddy?
Was I rolling it?
Deception. No. Deception, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I have a 23.
Okay. Well, that's a bust. Not that interested.
Fair enough. I just figured you might go and see some runes or something eventually. I seem to be all the craze here on Pandora. Because I hear everyone's talking about them.
Yeah, no, the locals do a lot of that kind of shit, and I'm not that interested.
Wait, what did she say?
She said the locals talk about that kind of stuff all the time, but she's not that
No, what
interested.
did Thaddeus say?
That seems to be all the craze here on Pandora.
What?
Since everyone's
What?
always talking about them. The
Iridian
original
runes?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, on the other hand, guess I gotta ask. I'm gonna keep playing until I find out what your question was, little guy, because you said you needed to save it for last, and it's stuck in my head. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no.
If he asks a really stupid question and you throw him out the window, I'm not gonna blame you. I will laugh.
Well, good. Somebody's on the right side of this question. This whole deal.
Yeah,
As the cards get dealt out again.
Look, where'd it go? Don't want to step
What's
on
your
it. It's
D8?
sharp.
Don't step on it. That hurts like a bitch.
It's the metal one.
Out for blood.
I got a 4.
She got a 7.
Okay, still winnable. Still winnable.
Still winnable.
I'm curious of what other questions she has at this point.
Woohoo.
So, what's your total?
I got a 14.
She also got a 14.
Does the dealer win in this case?
Roll a second D4.
Come on, both twos.
I got a 2.
She got a 1. Your hand.
Ugh.
Points at her chest. Eyes.
What?
What?
Boobs.
What did you ask?
He just points at her chest and says size. You found a strong woman. I think you wanted to play.
What's that reaction chart thing again? Oh yeah. Roll 2 D20s.
Oh shit. Yeah, y'all saw this coming, okay?
Roll 2 D20s and tell me what each score is.
Bro just wanted to be Leorio.
I got 10 11. It's fucking hard to see. Okay, the first one is a 14, and the second one is a 15.
Okay.
So you know, Matt, I am preparing to jump out the window, go catch me. Just so you know.
This is one of those moments where he rolled high enough on the reaction table. It's okay. It's not immediately bad. I'm gonna lean forward. I lean in pretty close to you, just so you're within that gripping distance. Look you up and down.
Mainly down.
Too much for you to handle. Who wants to play in his place now?
Wait. Arms enlarge.
I said what I said.
I'd like to make a bet.
Do go on.
Oh, I was saying because of what she said.
That's what she says in response to you. I'd like to make a bet. Do go on.
You know, if he dies here, I respect it.
I kind of hope this isn't our.
Pick you up on that challenge.
I kind of hope that this isn't our fault since we've had a few girls around here and he's been kind of female attention starved.
He found
What
strong
did
woman.
you say,
Not
buddy?
touching that
Very
with a
feral.
stick.
What did you say, buddy? They spoke and I couldn't hear you, Bedina. What did you say?
He found strong woman.
No, what did you say?
He's like an animal. You know.
No, you said something in character I couldn't hear because they were talking too.
Fuck, what did I say?
That's why I was asking. What did you say?
I'm trying to remember now.
I think he remembers beyond 5 seconds in character.
He might want to.
It was like I like to find out if I could. I think it was something like that. Because he can handle a lot.
How would he know? He has like how few months worth of memories?
He's been eating.
Roll. Persuasion?
Oh shit, man.
He's been like
I'm
smashed by
applying a
anchors, hasn't he?
modifier after the roll is done.
Right. Not persuasion.
I have to give it a shot because the character set up for her. I have to give this is a fair shot. But
He
it's
did
either
not
gonna
back
go
down.
really good or really bad. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Rewind this. I would have a better idea for you. Again, roll 2d20s and tell me what the extremes are. Tell me what they are.
Any of the extremes. Am I adding anything to it or just base?
No, we'll just start with the roll 2d20s and tell me what they are. We'll add as we need to.
Maybe we should get Terry over here to give him some
16.
advice.
Huh?
18
Maybe
and
we,
16.
maybe we should
Okay.
call Terry to give him some advice.
What's your
No, he's
modifier
got
for
this.
persuasion?
Persuasion is. Is that? Performance persuasion? He doesn't have one for persuasion.
Is it just a 0?
Yeah. Can it
Okay.
count performance?
No.
What about survival?
That might be what follows. I'm sorry, I was not prepared for this hard twist on where we were going.
There are
should've
so
seen
many
it.
jokes that I just stopped myself from saying.
Good job.
Who's in Game of Thrones?
I could respect the hustle, little man, but you might want to stop while you're ahead.
I don't know if the word stop is in his vocabulary.
Here you.
Usually stops when something knocks him out or it's dead.
That can be
Well, you do
accommodated.
remember this is the thing that he's the one who got eaten, right? Did you stop him then?
You get one last round.
Thumbs up. Nice, I was waiting.
Roll the d8.
I got a 4.
She got a 2.
A number.
Alright. What's your total after all the other 2?
14.
9. So, what's your questions?
Looking around.
Anybody else?
Nah, it's kind of awkwardly uncomfortable at this point.
Cool. No chance.
So, what's the actual question?
Why haven't you just punted him off the walkway yet?
Entertainment.
Timing.
Fair enough. Anyone else have an actual question?
I already asked mine.
I guess, have you done business with Dawkins before then? Or is he a new customer? Potential customer?
Third time.
Fair enough, fair enough.
And with that, you see her start to say, like, the gentle but ladies, like, say that, like, a more polite one. Yeah, with that, I'm going to take my leave, I think.
Fair enough.
Oh, can I get one more thing?
If it's interesting, I guess. You at least haven't pushed the wrong way.
Who does your uniforms? Because I could use some new ones, or at least some spares in case some of my nicer ones get damaged. Do you have a card or something for a person?
I grabbed them off of Promethea. They're a little bit out of reach.
Yeah, thank you, though.
Take a look around. There's plenty of fashions there that you might like then.
I've never been off Pandora.
Takes another, reaches over, grabs one of the drinks, takes a huge swig out of it. You should try it. You'll find better company.
Looks around at this group. But I like this company.
I think it gives you that, like, well, it's your choice, I guess, kind of look, and then gets up and makes her way.
Looks up and what?
Gets up and makes her way.
Oh. So what do we do now until the
Makes
worm
her way
fight?
where? Exactly.
At the moment, looks like she's making her way back towards where the guy in charge was.
So it's not a. I suppose it's essentially an insight check. I want to know if she's moving away with like hostile intentions towards us or Smeet specifically.
Make an insight check.
I feel like this is the only situation where actually all max for one.
In the meanwhile, is she basically out of earshot?
On her way out, there's some mild chatter. Is she particularly good at hearing at this moment? Like when he's rolling that, maybe not, but she'll very quickly be out of earshot.
Just kind of look down at Schmeat. Bro, you should have asked for her number.
I come back for later.
You give him a nod.
Spend some time with Clay. He seems to go around.
What mean?
Well, not seems to. He just does.
23.
So there's not a lot of hostile intent towards all of you. And I don't know if hostile's the right term, but there's definitely a good bit of annoyance, at least, at Schmeat.
Please,
Doesn't
he
mean
thinks
it's
it's
bad, though.
flirting. Exactly.
Probably winning
Really
so
bad
much
at
as
it.
well.
Roll synergy, yeah.
Got four like three or,
Crystal.
got
Crystal.
four like three or four times, and then a 10
You know
on
it's
hidden
not
one.
because you won.
I know it's not because you won. I just wanted to know if I had to be worried about her going to go talk to the head of this whatever
You know,
squad.
You have a good insight. You have a good insight. You can tell this. If she was going to deal with Schmeat, she's not gonna go to that guy and ask him to do it.
But she might want to make it entertaining and just throw him in the pit with the worms.
That's what I'm saying. You know this. She's not gonna ask the other guy to take care of it. If she wants something, she's probably going to do it.
Okay. Just do it herself. Understood.
Yeah.
I'm just becoming convinced that she's really self-conscious about her size.
I mean, look at how big Barry's pecs are, and he's right there.
I don't know. She put them in my face, so I got some chance. All I asked was for a letter.
Hey, it might have been 2 letters.
Yeah.
You do as a bra size is like a bust size is a number and a letter for American measurements, right?
Yeah, okay. It has a letter in there somewhere. Numbers hurt.
Okay.
Clearly, Schmeat will need you to describe the breast of all women you see from now on, or all women that he sees from now on.
Congrats, you two can. I was gonna say you two can start. But actually, not doing that news.
3.
Sorry, that one got me a little bit, Eric.
There are 3.
I know there is 3, but I also know the actual response. So, what would you guys like to do up here? Now that you have a moment.
Going to comfort Schmeat.
He did play his cards right.
Just grab him something from one of the odious food trays and a little drink. Like, here you go, buddy.
It has no fear.
Are there like cocktail bar setups or anything around?
Yes, there's alcohol you can purchase from a couple, like at least at each of the.
I said
How to put
cocktail bar, like buffet table type deals of stuff that's like such a
Food?
setup.
There's something set up at least at each of the quarters of the triangle. Like there seems to be like a lot of seating down the bridge itself. Then at each of the corners is where you can buy things like alcohol, beverages, foods.
I just didn't know if there was like buffet table style of just like food you can just grab.
Hella high cost to get in here. Here's some random foodstuffs.
Yeah, you know what? Let's see how cheap. Nah, that fits this area. That fits well enough. Let's go with yeah. There's some basic like snack level stuff. If you want something hardier, you have to purchase.
That was
grab
all I was
snacks.
grabbing for him.
And Tanya's grabbing snacks too. There's probably some different flavors here than what we've had on the road. Of jerky and skag. Whatever roadkill.
Fair. Okay. But yeah, well, you get some snacks, get that. Would anybody like to do anything for the moment? You have a little bit of time before the Thresher fights start.
Good.
Find somewhere less well ventilated to stand.
You know what? That's always a good strategy. There's a lot of space. All right.
I say my man. Sorry.
No, that's fair. I was just offering people a chance to do stuff. Try not to like push too hard, you know.
I'm here to
I was
watch the fight.
joking.
Yeah.
We have better people to gather information. I'm here to watch the fight. This is not a place for us to start the fight with all these people around. I can't use my powers. Trying to.
Trying to keep those a little on the down low, right?
This is a lot of. This is a.
It is a lot of people.
You know, normally we kill. You know, normally it's a kill anyone who sees type deal, but there's can't really. There's too many for that here.
Just have Crystal initiate her phase powers on the utilize the fact that the building is swaying a little bit in the wind because of how buildings work, and then just fucking
Drop everyone out of it. And then leave the building on top of them.
and laugh. Laugh at all of our corpses.
I don't think you would
definitely be able to
leave
do
the
that.
building on top of it.
I mean, I can't move the building too much.
Don't need to.
If you shift it because it's swaying, you're dislodging it from its foundation, and the whole building's going down.
Yeah.
You just leave it crumple on top of whoever it was potentially inside
Everyone.
of it.
And literally everyone.
In which case, Baron's gonna learn to gonna see if he can learn to fly with his explosions.
It's a fair strategy.
I mean, better than nothing.
Maybe not fly, but you could probably rocket jump.
You get one good fart.
I actually have a hammer with rocket jump, so I can legitimately do that.
You know, you got those gravity hammer jumps. You gotta get your grenade jumps down, Halo style.
Yeah, no, I mean, I actually can literally do. I have the boom hammer thing for that, so I can actually do that. Like, if I'm following that and I get like certain height down, can I just like go sideways a bit to counteract my momentum?
Sideways won't really counteract downward momentum too
Okay,
much.
going upwards or whatever, you know what I mean.
Unless someone
You could
has
try.
something, I think that we're now fast forward to the spectacle and try not to commit any more faux pas.
Oh, pa.
Okay.
Is that something you can eat?
If you like your feet.
I mean, that's true. All right, well, I think a few minutes along, Clay will come back and just be like, "So, how did it go?"
Smeat didn't get thrown into the off the thing.
Well, that's better than it could have been then.
It's
And if they
close.
go on.
We got a question to ask though.
Well, if they have any inclination to do so, then Dakin can be made well aware that there's people out in this current location that want to find him, beat him nearly to death or to death, and steal his shit.
I mean, honestly, if I could just get my stuff back, I'd be fine with him just escaping. Just want my shit back. It's a very stupid person. I have to choose between getting my stuff back and him getting him. I'll just take getting my stuff back. How's you guys?
I mean, if you're good, I'm good with that.
No.
Something
Crystal
vault key.
Something vault key, something Promethea.
Yeah, but
something
he's
stole
still
your
looking
belt.
us too.
I wasn't gonna
And that's
mention
part
that
of the
part.
get our stuff back.
I'll be honest, I have no clue where we are currently, so I don't know what can and cannot be said because I don't know if there's company around.
There's people intermingling and walking around. There's nobody directly like sitting down next to you.
I'm kind of imagining it's one of those more like active area things where everyone's talking, so you can kind of say things and no one can hear it unless you're like
That's pretty
talking
accurate.
this
That's what I'm
loudly.
saying. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's intermingling, people walking back and forth. It's not like a whole bunch of like just sitting next to you lurking.
For all of its faults, the Harry Potter series did teach one valuable lesson in spycraft. Empty buildings, easier to hear people in.
Absolutely.
Crowded hallways. Not charted.
A lot fucking harder. Very true.
Easier to blend in as well.
So, not great then. Alright. Good to know. Anything to immediately worry about, just, I like my truck intact. Just gonna say it.
Outside of what I just mentioned, I don't think that there are any immediate things.
I mean, we know where that he's been here. We didn't ask if she knows where he is, but forgot about that.
Well, they're obviously
Sounds like
within
another-
discussion distance. And not off planet yet.
Yep.
Assuming they were being truthful in their answers. I don't know about you, but one of those seemed a little bit of a lie.
Which one was that?
The idea that Schmeat couldn't handle something.
Ah.
Hasn't seen him lift.
Oh no, until you try.
I nod.
You know, I feel like I'm kind of glad I was not here for this conversation.
It's to your benefit that you were not here.
They also know that you can translate things, because that bit was given up.
I felt it was
It was that or some
Single
bad
most
scenarios.
information. Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't really say anything about ourselves. I kind of thought about saying I could make statues, but I didn't want her asking more about that and just have to go on a tangent about that.
Plenty of people can make statues out of clay
Don't make a statue.
You're a
out of
very
me.
creative artist.
or bricks.
I don't plan on making a statue out of you, Clay.
Hey, did
I make very lifelike statues. Hard to replicate. But I didn't want to have to go down that kind of half-truth line and get questioned more on that.
I'm gonna be honest, Clay. Your ability to actually read those freaking little scribbles is far more impressive than what the rest of us can do. Very shrugs.
All right. I suppose that's fair, though. Don't want to give up too much of that. No, overall, yeah, I guess. Doesn't sound like it could have. It sounds like it could have worse. Okay, well, just checking to see if I would have to replace tires.
Probably going to have to anyway.
Yeah, considering this place.
It's a concern. Yeah, that's fair. Well,
All right, so what if we stow away somewhere near her ship, possibly though, and just jump back in on the docks type deal? That might be an option on the table.
He runs really fast. He could just run past us.
Where's he
We could
gonna
never
run?
notice.
In space. Cross his arms when I say in space.
I meant like not on the ship, but I mean like before he gets there, and just kind of block the entrance type deal. Who knows? Barry might even get to drown him. That'd be fun, right, Barry?
That'd be much fun.
Just had a memory. Bandit drowning contest. It was held by the bandits. It was actually more of just a thing of who could hold their breath the longest. But then there was just a pile of bodies because everyone thought they could hold their breath the longest. Fun times.
That sounds like
Fun
bandits,
times.
alright.
We really arrived early to this event. Like, god damn. Just looking down at the arena.
You guys
Still
did, actually,
hasn't
'cause I told you you had
started.
a couple hours. I told you guys you had a couple hours, then you guys came up here right away.
We're in an hour 12 of the session.
I'm sorry, it was a lot of the questions back and forth. Well, since we seem to hit the point, people started talking. I do want to interrupt, buddy.
I mean, we could go stand over near the big guy and see if we catch anything listening, or kind of like get seats near that guy. Yeah, maybe. Then we look suspicious, probably. We do kind of stand out. Well,
Just find somewhere to
Here,
sit
now.
opposite of him.
Can anyone here read lips?
No.
8 lips?
Not
Eat
eat
three.
lips.
Read lips.
Like, what are you expecting him to say other than, yeah, yeah, guy got eaten?
I don't know. Maybe he might just be talking about bullshit or his plans, or might say something really dumb that just lets us know something.
Man, this is sure exciting. Glad I'm going to be alone and exposed 4 hours from now in the back alleyway.
The last thing is he might literally do just that, just to fuck with us. He seems to type.
It's because if you just saw Dakin or someone important, and I feel like I missed something.
You mean aside from Nessa's thing? Where she only got like a really low perception score?
Definitely missed that.
Haven't said anything in a while, Nessa. You look kind of out of it here. You okay?
Nessa
This
disappeared like
isn't really.
5 hours ago. We're
This isn't my place. I don't like this place very much.
Yeah, a lot of shady people up here.
There's a little too many people up here.
We're the shady people up here.
Yeah, but she's used to
I
us
can
being
assure
shady.
you that is not the only shady people.
Go on.
She's going to gesture. Do you know how all these people make their money?
Like killing a bunch of other people, like we do.
If you mean on a much larger scale.
I'm sure they might kill very fair share of people too.
You couldn't kill as many people. You could never kill as many people as these people have.
Is that a challenge?
She's kind of talking about like the corporate indirect killing, I think.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but they
these
don't
people
count
have-
as much.
These
You can't
people
go
have
explain that's part of a kill
pools of
count.
blood on their hands.
And then count, you ain't gonna do it themselves. They're lazy.
No, they're indirect and uncaring, which is far more
My
dangerous.
point being is that we're not the shadiest people here. Some people are just better at polishing it.
Man, I really like to see if Barry could go fight in the pit down there. But at the same time, if Dakin's around, he doesn't need to be seen like that.
Yeah.
Maybe after, if we get Dakin here, you can come back here and do that. Still gotta work on getting the thing for Clay.
Well, I mean, if this is really still against this, we could always go and just drop the building down the pit.
What?
We could just kill them all.
No, that's a terrible idea.
Why not?
Hey, respectfully, Mary, are you stupid?
No, but you said you didn't like any of these people. You say they kill a bunch of people. So what'd be wrong with just killing them all?
Ness is gonna like pinch her nose and just like inhale.
How
No,
are they-
Mary, no.
How are they any different than all the other people we kill?
Nessa's gonna look
They
over
pay
at
estate
Bertram like
taxes.
this guy.
Look, Barry is Pandoran born and raised, alright? He doesn't really seem to understand what your whole problem is about this.
I mean, if you think about
You
it,
know-
it would be killing everyone here
Bertram.
would be kind of not good.
Hello.
I mean, they're just
Yeah, no.
fancy bandits, right?
I'm not
Barry,
saying it's
Barry,
easy or
listen.
anything.
Listen, you know
Yeah.
how I am one family and
Yeah.
people are looking for me? Imagine if it was all of the richest families in the planet and they
Sister.
were all looking for you. You're not gonna survive that!
I would have the biggest bounty ever. A giant grin goes on Barry's face.
Nessa's going to. Barry, I mean this respectfully. And she's gonna slap him. No.
Let's do it. Giant grin is still on the face.
It explodes for fun. I would not put Blaze of Glory outside of his wish list.
Barry's already thinking about possibilities for exploding the planet. He's having fun.
New quest! Blow up the ocean!
No.
Can we throw Barry in the pit?
That is a canned
Oh,
question, and I'm not sure.
No, because then Dakin might see. That's the only reason why not.
That and he's really
That's a
big.
shame. It's not
None
a
of us can
problem.
physically, none of us can physically pick Barry up, so throwing
Like, I
him
might be able
that
to
hard.
trip him, but I don't want to.
Wait, when you have gravity on your side, does it really matter how big someone is?
Yes, immensely.
Who has the gravity? Who has that? Does Crystal or Barry have that?
Crystal has that.
Okay, I didn't know who was holding on it. Does Tex have the fire thing?
Yeah.
Did that get integrated, or does he just have it? Not integrated
He-
yet. I don't remember.
He has fire.
I think right now he just has it. I don't know if he took the time to integrate it. We could have over the last trip.
Like,
And a
integrate.
half.
What do you mean by that?
I think Nessa was in a state.
Mr. D.
Matthew, you're muted. Or something.
They had an artifact they were wanting to see if you guys could use to boost Texas fire.
Oh, I
But
don't know if we did that.
Did it get integrated or not?
I don't believe it did.
I think it's just in his in Tex's inventory. Just
Yeah, like he's
didn't.
holding on to it, but I think I said before you'd have to try to like equip it to the mechanism effectively for his stuff.
Let's activate my little guy.
She has a list of things.
It keeps growing.
She gets to feel the pain of being the crafter gave to Arik. Star Wars.
I did my meat science.
I think the fight's starting. Look at that.
I was going to. I'm just waiting. Don't want to interrupt people, man.
I was queuing.
I know. Just say it. Rude to interrupt people, so you know. But yes, I'm going to say for this, so we can start to progress forward. The fight is starting. That's a fair point. You can keep talking, of course. Alright, so we're silent now that the fight's starting. Got it.
Yep.
What's that? Violence? Ooh.
Sorry, just hard shifts. Alright. So you hear it start to kick off again. As you hear, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else down on the ground, who's ready for a little bit of bloodshed? And of course, you can hear and feel the. Damn, I didn't realize I was being that loud. Oops. You can hear and feel the shout of people down below, and you get the heartier cheers and a couple raised glasses from up here on the sky bridge. As people start to lean forwards in the seats as the day's main event is looking like it's starting. And they keep going. It's like, so today's the day. Time to place your bets. The hour is upon us. Anybody looking to enter? Well, you best be jumping in real quick, otherwise, sorry.
Are people just pouring out of the stands from below and getting into the pit?
A couple people will jump over the edge and start to run down the bridge towards the middle. As you notice, on the sides where the bridges come off of each side of this pit, this lower down piece, like I said, is the what is it? Similar to a build as a rope bridge, it's cable bridge snapped out to it that you can tell can detach and retract in once they're there. And people coming out of some of the side doors on this, rolling their way out. In all manner of things, from the big bulky Goliaths to just a couple of big bruisers. There's a handful of people with exoskeletons. Guns are getting pulled. A lot more melee weapons than you would normally see for this are being out. Axes, swords. You're pretty sure that guy has a chainsaw. As they start to pour out towards the ring. And today's a good fun day for a free-for-all, I do think. No teams, no holds, no bars, all for the fun and glory. But, as usual, we have a time limit. You best be winning before that cage reaches the ground, or everybody's gonna be losing. If all of our guests are good and ready, I'm of course speaking to you, you lovely patrons up here on the bridge, I think our sports shall begin for the day. As people are finishing to jump off, and you watch as a couple people are still on the bridge when it starts to and retract, and a couple of them just fall off the bridge and start plummeting down towards the pit at the bottom. As all this is going on, what's everybody's passive?
16.
Low.
I think Crystal probably or something.
I think Crystal has the highest at
15.
Very low.
15?
That's 17.
Uh-huh.
16
Did we-
for...
Did we get a Bertram bounty update at any point?
Not yet.
No.
You guys
Perfect.
haven't been checking for bounty up. Yeah, you guys hadn't told me you were checking for bounty updates yet.
Yeah.
Can Barry just do that passively online while it's doing it?
If you want to.
I was about to say, look up the group's current bounties because that got brought up earlier. And actually, like while bringing that up, hey, Crystal,
Yeah.
she knew about Nessa's bounty just by looking at her or having information beforehand of us being here.
Yeah.
So they probably knew about yours as well.
That's why I wear the mask.
And everyone else is in here. But if you two are associated together, and the bounties here are probably associated as a group at this point, if they're all together. Just pulling up to see if Bertram has a desertion bounty or anything for the Lance.
Bertram had a bounty beforehand,
Yeah, but
so he
desertion
still had a bounty.
But it could be a lot bigger now. Any update there, Matt?
Yep, sorry, just you were in the middle of a sentence, didn't want to interrupt. Yes, his bounty is back, and it has in fact gone up.
How much?
I believe, hold on, let me flip through my notes. It was at 1 point,
Bertram's 1.5 million.
it went from 1.5 to 1.7.
Hey, Bertram, your bounty went up, so... Actually, thought it would have gone up. Thought it'd be more. But...
It's already in the billions, man.
I shrug.
Oh,
It's
really?
peanuts.
Million. I thought you said million.
Yeah.
No, like, it increased a substantial amount.
Okay, yeah, I thought you said million. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, Crystal, keep an eye out on that.
Too much.
Keep an eye out on that thing that you normally do anyways, of being, just in case you gotta grab Nessa and go.
I always am. That's why I always sit next to Nessa, and I'm wearing a mask, so I'm less recognizable.
Nessa's gonna raise
The
her
whole
hand.
reason why I stole that bandit. Yes, Nessa?
Should I be wearing a mask?
Probably at some point.
For the sake
But
of
for now,
whatever,
you're fine.
I'd like to remind that as we entered the city, I put on my bandity disguise.
I do remember, actually.
Yeah.
Barry has no disguise whatsoever.
I collected that bandit
Does
mask
Barry
because of wearing a
Yeah.
mask.
Does Barry even have a
Probably by association. But that's
bounty, I mean?
You know, that's actually a good point. As an
I think
update,
I
Barry,
replaced
you would
bounties.
probably have a bounty at this point simply for association. It's nowhere near as high, it's probably just, let's say, 250 grand.
Tanya still clean?
Tanya is currently still clean because she's been with the party for substantially less time.
Alright.
Meet and updates for Nessa and me, please.
Your twos are still the same.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to go up from where you guys have made it.
I mean, yeah.
Not impossible.
Is that a challenge?
I know.
Would you
I
like it
just
to be?
said not impossible.
But I don't know if Meet had a bounty originally.
He did.
Yeah.
It hasn't really changed much since going off.
He's wanted for crimes against
What is-
humanity.
Currently.
No, he's wanted as retrieval of property.
I turned on
I
the
was just
higher
making a
tempo
joke.
music because I thought we were going to worm fight. Now I've turned it
You
off.
Sometimes we go to do something and people just got questions, like info questions. It happens.
Like that I've had two characters, and the lowest bounty with them combined.
That's a
Oh, that's
very
right.
limited timer, especially here and now.
Actually, what did you say my bounty was?
250K.
250. Yep, you got me to it.
$250. Wow, that's super high.
250,000.
Okay.
I know, that was a joke.
Okay.
What is Meet's
Yeah.
bounty? He's the only
Very
one I don't
happy
have.
Uh,
I'm sorry.
Oh, what was that?
Go on, what's Schmeat's bounty?
I need to know. Okay. I need to know. You said it hasn't changed, and I didn't know what it was originally.
While we're at it, tell me what
Hold on.
Texas is.
$5 and a flag take.
Damn it. Where's
Texas
my
is saying now against Nessa.
I shoved my book back from the far back because I was like, okay, we're moving on. I need to go find my bounties again.
Texas
Oh, I'm with you,
bounty or
Eric.
Texas?
Probably need to stand next to an elevator or something like that in case we do need to go. Or at least
Well,
close
we're
to
at
one
it. How
seat.
about Terry?
I don't
Me?
think they even know he
I feel
exists.
included. Ouch.
There you have the bounty.
That actually hurt, Barry. That cut deep.
They didn't know I existed for a while either. It's fine.
Hold on. I have too many pages of notes.
Go laugh.
We're
Yeah,
not. You know what?
Terry,
We're gonna go with it hasn't changed. I'll get back to it. I don't
Okay.
want to sit here for 20 minutes looking for an exact number that's not exactly super pertinent.
No. Terry has a bounty. Terry's bounty is $1 higher than mine. Just because.
Past pirating experience and association.
Yes.
Does Clay have a bounty for being a butt pirate?
God damn it!
I'm pretty sure they don't have anything inside of me here, okay? So it's
Okay.
fine.
Tanya, Nessa, Crystal. The fight has started as proceeding. People are very much interested. You see a variety of people making bets and talking back and forth on odds. However, something stands out to the three of you. There are a number of people walking around the walkways with interest in mind of what's happening. Like, they're very much, how to put it, they're not here watching the fight itself for entertainment. Something about their demeanor is standing out to you as odd. They're paying attention to, at least, like, one of them is paying attention to the patrons and who's here. Another one's paying attention to just like kind of like giving like a general checkout layout. You watch them clock, as you did earlier, for example, Tanya, them watching and noting where some of like cameras are. And another one is keeping an eye, and you see them mumbling and like flicking something, and you catch a brief glimpse. This one you just barely catch, Crystal, of they have a timer that seems to have clicked once the thing started and the cage started to lower.
Is that idea we should be leaving? Possibly.
Do they appear to be staff of this place? And by staff, I mean part of the organizers or security guards.
They roll an insight, I guess. Then let's see if you can grab that part. Like I said, they stand out as odd, but I guess in fairness, if that's your question, let's have an insight to see how that goes.
19.
19. They don't seem to be part of the organizers. They seem to be trying to pass through and be just normal participants in today's events.
How far are we from the exit again?
You guys walk down towards the middle of one of the bridges, so probably a good 200 feet down to like 200 feet either way, roughly, to one of the buildings.
And did I happen to catch how long that timer was? You said till the phase
They
drops?
started a timer like that started at 0 once the thing started to lower. Meaning like they're timing how
timer,
long it takes to
stopwatch,
lower.
going up.
Yeah, stopwatch,
Okay.
taking how long it takes for it to go down, not like counting down. Stopwatch is better than timer, my bad.
It's like the
Yes.
opposite.
Out of prosperity, I feel the need to. Who is sitting next to me, actually? I know
I
this is
assume
on one
Nessa.
side.
Probably Nessa on one side.
Hello.
But I need to know who's on the other side. Whoever it is, I'm probably going to elbow them
Very maybe.
and gesture.
Terry. It's Terry.
It's probably
Right,
Very
Terry.
dirty.
Yep, It's Terry.
Yeah.
Now. It's Terry now. I appreciate it. We're going Terry.
Okay.
Bro saw his chance.
So you say you just gotta elbow him real quick to get his attention?
Yeah,
Just as like, what?
just vaguely gesture if I head towards them. The suspicious people. Try to do it secretly. Keep it on that direction, please.
Okay, I can do that. Like anything in particular?
Just in case something happens. Seems
That is so.
suspicious.
I don't feel safe.
Yeah.
Again, I live here. I never feel safe. What am I talking about?
I mean, technically, you're in the safest position right now.
The tower sways back and forth ominously.
Because he's within arm reach of me, I can just poof.
But can you
both
grab
him and
two
Nessa?
people?
Yes. If I need to.
Just toss Barry the reverse gravity thing, have him turn in a direction to where he can catch us all and slam us into a wall.
I mean, I could do that.
Utilize mass.
Good point. No, never mind. I was going to say pass it down the line, but that might actually look suspicious. And
You could just put it on the text in the chat, man.
All
No,
of
you could've
us
just said that you put it in the
start
chat.
reading our fucking tablets.
All at once. Let's go.
Technology. You
I
can
forgot.
message.
I could just send a text because I have a cell phone equivalent.
Problem is they're clunky ass tablets
They are.
that
Yeah,
apparently
but in
don't even
fairness-
have headphone jacks.
Okay, context. You guys are alright about being super suspicious. Remember, you guys are one people in a group of a crowd. Just getting on your echo is not gonna be weird.
No, absolutely not. Neither is just talking with your group of people next to you.
No, the
Yeah, but
elbow.
I don't want to be.
Nod. Look. Hold on.
I'm just sending a text to Bertram. Hey,
Oh my God.
Suspicious people doing things. I don't know.
Why not
how that is.
everyone?
Because not everyone. Because I know Bertram will at least have his thing silenced if he can.
Bertram
Bup,
has the
bup.
loudest fucking ringtone.
Suspicious people.
It's the
I look
Boy
around.
Mong
Not
Boy
given
Mong
the direction.
podcast.
I wouldn't
On
give him
radio.
a big direction.
Mr. Torg making guitar noises.
We have any idea what the
Boy,
fuck
maybe.
she's talking
Correct,
about in
country.
this text message?
Anyways, sorry.
You may carry on.
What are you sending him?
Hey, you know of any reason why suspicious people might be, I don't know, timing that cage drop? Because there are people doing that in named direction.
I pull out my tablet. I read. I see where she's talking about. I put away my tablet. I pull out my binoculars. I look with my eyes.
Is
Perception,
there
I'm
someone with
assuming.
binoculars? Get him.
Yeah,
Make a perception. Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that for the moment.
sure.
Does he get advantage for using binoculars?
No, it just lowers the DC.
No.
20 total.
20 total. You can see the person that they're talking about and the fact that they're being they're timing this.
I lower my binoculars. Look at where Crystal is. Huck my binoculars in her direction. Say catch!
Roll a one, knock them into the pit.
Or away from the open side. She's a monk.
I can catch things thrown at me.
And throw them back.
Used to that.
Yeet.
So I gave him a hot potato.
Okay.
That's
What are we hoping to do with the binoculars here?
I tossed them at Crystal.
Yeah,
Crystal.
that's what I'm saying. You can toss them to Crystal easy enough.
Now Crystal has binoculars to look at people.
Yeah.
And definitely not be suspicious.
They said that shit was gonna be timed at the beginning of the match. This is par for the course.
Yeah.
What?
I'm taking binoculars. I am looking for people that look like them. That is it.
Also, just look at the fucking pit.
So,
It looks normal.
interesting.
Looks
So
like
you try to
it's
look for
not
people
doing
out of
anything.
spot than normal. Make an insight check, actually, in this case.
Insight check. Oh, that's easy. 21. I pause every time because I had to do math, my least favorite number.
So, for the most part, those three seem to be the main things that stand out. There's a couple more around the place that seem to be paying just a bit too much attention to the individuals, whether through association or through their own noticing of things. Unsure, but there seems to be another handful, let's say 4 or 5 people that are paying attention to the individuals as well. One of them is one of the people that were standing behind the guy you guys were recognizing as probably the head of the town earlier.
There's not like a big camera or something, like a Megatron screen showing them timing everything. Is there?
No, not showing them timing anything. There are screens put up so you can see the combat down below, but nothing that's just like timing everything.
And here we have Timer Cam. Just a guy with a stopwatch on a bridge.
That's right, you. We're calling you out specifically. What the fuck are you doing in the audience? Why aren't you looking at the
Borderlands. They might do that.
Everyone else up there, throw him in the pit. Do it now. Take his face.
Barry chucks him into the pit.
Continue the
Are any of
actual
them
things,
actually close
please.
enough for me to Barry to do that?
Okay. I'm
Do you want to
keeping it
go
on-
over and chuck somebody in the pit?
How close are they?
Nearest one's probably about, let's say 80 feet away.
Okay. Is there clear line of sight?
Not like perfectly clear. It's a number of people walking around the area.
No, I
seats,
mean like
leading up
as
from
in
which
no,
ones.
not clear line of sight. I mean to the pit.
Yeah, the halls aren't super wide. They're maybe 25, 30 feet across. You could easily grab one and get him to the edge pretty quickly.
All right, so there's just a guy with a stopwatch, and he's being obviously suspicious. Right. And that's what this guy is?
That is what Crystal can see.
He's there. That's what Crystal can see. Crystal has literally shared with no one but Bertram
In theory.
and Terry.
Do I notice them doing anything like this?
Well, you saw me chuck binoculars over at Crystal, and then her look at something intently. You could have then followed her binocular gaze.
But it could also just be looking down at the combat.
But Crystal's also, like you said, scanning through, looking for stuff, looking for people.
Or I could be looking for Bertram. Or not Bertram.
Hello there.
Barry
That can-
leans over,
Just at the moment.
nudges
Yeah.
Bertram, and then Barry mimes Barry chucking timer guy into the pit.
I shrugged. She wanted to look at something closer. I'm just trying to watch that. You see that guy? He's got a chainsaw.
You say that, you guys look down, and he gets one of the Goliaths and just, like, grabs them by the helmet as, like, somebody hit it, it starts to come off and shoves it down before one-handed just slamming it down, like, the chainsaw down as it just starts to eat through.
Chainsaw.
Like, with
Very
the, no,
tap-
put that helmet
yeah.
back on.
Barry taps Crystal on the shoulder and then mimes tossing timer guy into the pit.
It's very obvious. So, no. So just take her head. I'm just going to keep an eye on him because I don't like him, and carry on watching the combat.
Okay.
Wait,
right on.
question, Matt. Okay, the guy from the last session who tossed his car off the pit, right?
Yeah.
Can I see him?
Make a perception check.
Where's the right dice? I kind of want to chuck somebody into the pit.
There's very
Crystal won't
little
let me
that could
toss
stop
this
you.
guy in. What?
There's very little that could stop you.
Except for a really low perception check, you mean?
I'll say as all this is going down, you guys are watching, the thing is probably a third of the way down the pit. Like, it's a third of the way lowering. And now that it's getting lower down below, the people are starting to thin out. Not very quickly, though. And the ground beneath it is starting to roil as you see, like, threaded, corded bits of a large serpentine body curling up out, tentacles coming up out of the ground as it thrashes itself trying to reach. Occasionally throwing things up that smash into the bottom of the ring, causing it to, like, rumble and tilt and throw people off their feet.
Barry rolled a 12 on if he saw the guy.
Not currently.
You swan dive out of the tower to the cheap seat.
Are you sure I can't toss him? It'd be fun. Crystal?
No,
Why not?
because no, and everyone's watching you. So no.
You're two are getting really good at miming.
I'm not even miming. I'm just shaking my head.
That makes more sense.
Please.
He is, though.
Hands together, begging. Puppy dog eyes and everything. Please.
Oh shit, the Goliath's helmet split.
One of them just takes off screaming. He just immediately chest punches somebody who flies off the arena and bounces off the wall before going back down.
Harry throws someone down there and they live. I guess they count as a new contestant. Think you could hit? Think you could chuck someone far enough to hit someone?
Ooh, I'm going to try.
I feel like
Can
that
I?
might
Can
be unsporting, given it's a ranged weapon from high on at that point. There might be rules against that.
I don't know if there are rules here.
Hey,
There's money's involved.
Nessa,
Hey, what?
turn on this meat cam.
Oh, the meat cam.
Turn on this meat cam. We can make some money by broadcasting the fight.
Oh. Are we gonna get kicked out of here if they know?
You think they care?
Yes.
I don't think so. See, that guy's over there is doing it, I think. I think that's what they're doing.
But maybe he's a shady fellow.
I touch a nearby table. Dust does not come off of it. They care.
If I can't
What if
toss
we-
random
what if
people
we
up in the
get thrown
crowd
out the
into the
window?
thing, you don't get to make money off of videotaping it.
What if we get thrown out the window?
Then apparently we get to see what the winnings are.
Did any of you
Nope.
bet on anything?
I don't even know what they're fighting for.
Why
I'm not
are you even
surprised.
fighting?
I'm not the one with the money. I'm the bodyguard, apparently. 'Cause I
I
have
thought they were
nothing.
fighting a worm or something.
That comes
No, they
soon.
said it was a free-for-all.
I thought someone out in town said it was like a purple worm fight or something. Yeah, that's what they
Yeah,
did in
see
the
the
Coliseum.
red-
So they called it the Thresher Pit fight.
They're fighting in a thresher pit.
And if it reaches the bottom, then the worms come.
Yeah.
Now, are there threshers in that cage?
No, that's the corded worm creature at the bottom that's throwing rocks up at it, trying to get up to him.
Oh, okay. So they're in the cage.
They're on an open ring that's suspended by cables that is slowly lowering down into this pit.
Okay, that's a completely different image than what I had. I was imagining a little cage for some reason just being lowered down in the middle of the arena. That was just a sand pit like a normal coliseum.
No, thankfully not. Yeah, that's what's happening right now.
Okay. I care a whole lot less than. I'm just going to keep one eye on them and continue watching the fight. And
Cool.
nothing else. Prepare for the worst.
If I don't get to go and have fun, you don't either. No videotaping it. Sorry,
Hold on
Nessa.
a second.
Why not we fight them?
Where's the captain lady at in all this?
That is an amazing question. Shmeet, buddy, friend, I need you to roll an athletics or an acrobatics check.
She's right behind me, isn't she?
You literally asked this question, Robert, as I threw dice.
Instinct.
You said athletics or acrobatics?
I mean, she said
Absolutely.
timing. It's not.
As you look down, and the cage is about 2/3 of the way down.
A good dirty 20.
Cool. She has a 29. As you guys are sitting here enjoying, and hear a, and you don't even really hear it. You just hear the like, huh, and a boot smashes into Shmeet and hits him at the glass and through the window.
He stands up, lifts his arms up, and goes. Woo. Now that's the kick.
And there, boot in the air, is the captain.
Oh, the
As she
second that
brings
Shmeet,
her feet back down.
that Shmeet goes by, it's turn on the heel and digistruct the swords out.
Well, that'll be initiative.
Not
Mary
necessarily-
gives her a thumbs up and then sits the fuck back down, refusing to take part in this fight.
I'm sorry, what were you saying, Robert?
It's not necessarily start the fight, it's combat ready to see what's going on and it's
Oh,
its turn.
okay. Sorry, I thought you were swinging already.
No, it's ready to swing as pivot on the heel.
As you spin, and she's just there, bringing her foot back down and putting her hands in her jacket pocket.
That was a mighty
Well, I'm
fine kick.
satisfied.
Mary gives her a thumbs up.
You were like the one person here that was kind of okay to do that too, because he asked that. I mean, it saves me from getting blood on my nicer clothes, but now I don't get this. Dude. I could,
Hey, he has a chance.
I know, and
What does she mean by that?
She kicked you into the arena. You have a chance.
That's not what I meant.
You know exactly
better
what she
land.
means by that. Win, dude. Win.
he wins down. So if he wins down there, are you the prize?
Do you want to join him?
Not really.
Mary
No
moves
one
him to the
knows
side
exactly.
and stands so he can't be kicked in as easily.
Exactly. You have your answer.
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
You're
He has
currently
balls.
hurling toward the earth.
Exactly.
He has false hope, you know.
How far is the fall?
Remember when I said skyscraper?
Got a rage. Might not fly, but I can at least take the damage.
Hey, we're at the top of the skyscraper, so how visible are we exactly if someone were to, I don't know, fall out the window?
Quite.
Everybody who was looking up will see. Everybody on the sky bridge is currently seeing.
He's laughing.
You actively see, like, the guy, like I said, that was in charge of that point, laugh, raise and shriek. And a couple of other people are doing the same. You watch as somebody walks over and places a bet, and you watch as you just see falling dude appear on the bets.
What are the odds on him?
The odds on him right now, not great.
Maybe wants to do a
So,
stealth
great.
check.
Currently
I mean,
falling out of a skyscraper. His odds aren't great. One person has placed a bet on him.
I want to
guys,
go and do a stealth check, Matt.
Where's the tournament?
If we want to make some money, you should probably bet on Schmeat now.
Matt, I want to do a stealth check.
Okay.
Elf.
What?
All right,
Four,
barbarian in an open room.
Yeah, like kind of like, what are you trying to do here? Because hiding isn't exactly easy.
Steve.
Barry wants to stealthily go and just walk back a bit, and then go over to the guy with the timer. And knock
Performance?
it,
Okay.
Crystal.
So you want to slip attention while they're distracted by Schmeat's body physically hurling out the window and falling. I'll give it to you. Yeah, just go ahead and roll stealth to see if you can get over there.
Where's the betting guy?
Where
Like
is
the guy for taking
Down the way.
bets.
Down the way.
I'm going over to him.
Okay. You can get over there while he's rolling that stealth. Go ahead and go over there. You walk up. How can I help you?
Yeah, I want to put a bet on the falling
He's
guy.
still falling.
How much? Lower gravity, remember?
How much did the other guy put on?
Oh shit! +6.
He dropped 800.
23.
I'll put 1,000.
You have 1,000?
Well, all right then.
300.
Please put your charge in. We will distribute funds as needed.
Yeah, I got a new shield. I forgot about that. Oh.
Let me just come over here and let's say 1,000.
So here's my
Bet one.
23, Matt.
23 succeeds. Because nobody's
What's
passive is that high. What are you doing?
I'm walking over to the guy at the stopwatch.
Yeah.
The guy,
Put a
the
bet as well.
stealthy guy. And I want to do an athletics check to just grab them and yeet them.
Alright,
Center
roll
pit.
yours.
Okay.
As you walk up behind her, how can I help you, young lady?
Oh, wait, is that... Wait, who? Does it timer?
No, as you're rolling your stuff, he said Tanya walked up to do something, so
Okay.
this is
bets.
response to hers.
It was going with Crystal, please.
We went in a line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nesta with us too. No, we're taking Nesta with us too at this point.
We've
Okay,
written how
everybody's
much we bet on the
You know
Discord.
what? Yeah, just put how much you bet there so I can resolve the rest of this.
Yep.
Nesta doesn't get to be by herself. She comes with us.
Everybody
All right.
put, if you want to bet money, put how much in the Discord.
Yeah,
And then we have a very important
You know what? Can I change my bet? I'm gonna change my bet.
Just add to it.
He's gonna add another 1,000.
Just say
put it in
total.
the chat.
Why not?
Just put it in the chat. Everybody put their bet in the chat so I have a record.
Money. 1,000.
If you have a bet, put it in the chat so I have records. I'll read it off once we get done.
$9. You people 1,000. What the fuck?
This is all of my money.
This is all of
What's
my
your
money.
athletics, Barry?
I saw plenty.
Oh wait, sorry.
25. Wait, and
Wait,
They got a
clarify. To
6.
clarify.
No, they
Wait,
got a
what?
6. It doesn't matter. They got a 6.
To clarify, this is the guy who was being all suspicious with the timer, right, and
Yeah.
everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to pick this guy up and just like do the full, like the hurdle, like the discus or whatever, like we go to do the twirl, and
Yeah.
just yeet him right at the fucker center stage
He's just
where that's slowing down.
through the window and like fuck. And he goes flying and everybody hears another window shatter. As you all turn and see Barry through the timer guy out the window.
Just so I'm perfectly clear, my bet's on the first guy, not that one.
I understand. I don't trust that one to make it.
I'm just laughing.
$4 on timer day.
Let's see. What is a good aerial control skill?
I don't think it's a skill. I think it's just a saving throw for landing.
Like, no, because when you're falling, you can direct yourself to an extent when you're falling from extreme heights, is the idea.
You know, like, okay, so how cats spread their bodies out?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to debate. I'm going to give you
Sounds like
acrobatics. As you're plummeting.
You make a good point.
I'm falling with style. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Said acrobatics or athletics? I forgot.
Acrobatics.
Okay. Plus
Also, while this is
24.
happening, Barry would like to go and try to stealthily sneak back to Crystal and act like he did nothing at all.
You can walk back to your seats. They're at the betting ring right now. 24 is exceptionally good, and very much thank you for you. Now, here's my question. Would you like to aim for the ring, or one of the supporting wires?
Or a person. Huh?
Or, no. Well, we gotta start there. If he's aiming for the ring, then we can decide person. Where would you like to try to go to hit this? Would you like to like hit hard and try to impact on that? Would you like to try to use the wire to like hit the rope and like use it to like maybe hope? Oh no, that's a heavy metal cord. Never mind. Would you like to hit the ring in a person?
Yeah, I'm gonna just go in there like Superman, punch a person.
Good.
It's like raging both fists. I'm gonna tell you right.
Just fucking land on the Goliath in the top of his head, crush through, and just fucking explode out of his stomach.
Or bounce, strangely, and earn a coin.
And deal 4 damage.
It's in the game.
It's an achievement.
Yeah.
Punch the bucket in the head.
Hold on. So, oof. You take 100 points of falling damage as you plummet the several hundred feet from the top of the skyscraper to the ring. However, you get to land on a person, so you will still take this damage. But so will they.
Did he get his rage?
Yeah, his rage.
Yes, he gets his rage. Once it hits past shield, he can resist the rest.
So it'd be 70.
And then you can cut that in half with rage, I assume.
Yes.
So that's 35 points of damage straight to your health. As who do you want to land? Big guy, little guy, imposing guy? Give me a target. We're gonna have you hit a target.
The one that seems like it'd be the biggest threat. I don't want to.
You hit the biggest. That's a hard one to call. We're just going with biggest threat. Schmeat's a simple person. Biggest person.
Yeah.
Good with that?
Yeah.
As I mentioned earlier, you Gallagher splash through an entire Goliath.
Did my fire spike go off hitting him like that?
It's kind of hard to tell with how much goop there is.
Is it on fire?
So we're gonna go with indeterminate. As you hear the announcement, and we have a new entry, ladies and gentlemen. Late entry, but what an entrance!
I'm waving at the big lady.
You can't see her anymore. Okay. Before we continue to Schmeat's minute game that's about to start, would anybody else like to add anything?
Speed's Carnival of Carnage.
I put $4 on the timer guy.
You put $4 on the timer guy. You put the $4 in, and he watches the timer guy. Hold on.
Survives.
He's falling, hits the cable, and just. Good too.
Right.
Dissected.
Actually, can Barry wants to go and put what $9 on Schmeat?
Jesus.
Put it
I
in the
literally
chat.
have $9.
Put it in the chat.
Hey, he's going all in on Schmeat, so.
So I have a
The money
record.
distribution. Yeah. Not everyone started with all that money.
So
You're going to get on one job that actually paid. And then
Not everyone's targeted with a lot of money.
Shmeet. So what we're gonna do here is a short minigame rather than try and
Run combat for the next 5 hours.
exactly. So the point of this is you're gonna have basically. I'm gonna summarize this. There's gonna be 4 roles in total for this. 3 of them are building up your odds to win this fight. The 4th and final one is basically your determiner if you're going to win this fight. So it's going to be a bit of a skill challenge. You have to use 3 different manners, methods, or actions to try and increase your fight. Each one you succeed on will increase your bonus for the final roll.
So I'm going off of,
As you smash into this, and there's a moment of absolute silence as everybody just turns to see the newcomer who cannonballed out of the sky and Gallaghered the biggest guy on the field. As you stand up, helmet there on the ground, and you're standing on it as you rear yourself back up, bones aching, but also very satisfied.
And you have a new hat.
I have a face.
What would you like to do to kick off the silence?
Fucking hermit crab shell.
I'm going off my using acrobatics, handling, arcana, all that stuff.
Acrobatics? You want to use acrobatics?
No,
so acrobatics is
No, I'm gonna start with intimidation.
Let's start with intimidation. Tell me your intimidation and how you're going to intimidate them, and then we'll roll for it. I'll let you strength depending on what you say here.
Am I am I still inside the body, or am I just in?
You're standing on the helmet that you landed on, that carved through the body and helped with the Gallagher splash around.
I'm gonna just take the helmet and toss it to somebody. You're next. Put it on.
Roll intimidation.
Plus 3 for 22.
22. All right, hell yeah. 22 is definitely going to be a success. As you start with one person who reaches over and silently puts it on somebody else's head, and that's when the shit kicks off.
Yeah, punch him in the nuts instead.
And the combat just explodes again, and you just notice a number of things that stand out. The chainsaw guy is absolutely ecstatic that this happened. Does not seem to mind, all here for it. And there's a couple other of note that are also excited from one that has a minor exosuit around him. Wrapping around is just laughing at the fact that you just this person just put it on somebody else's head and you went fuck you right at him.
Captain Lyra's still over here with us?
Do what?
Captain Lyra's still over here with us?
Oh yeah, she's still watching. She's just standing here now.
I didn't know with next to our group, or did she go back over?
For the moment, she's here. Well, he survived the fall, which is better than I expected.
He is very durable.
I suppose he has to have some redeeming qualities.
And he gets to have dinner down there.
Yeah.
I take it back.
We didn't blame you for a reason.
You gotta remember, he's getting some of his humanity back. It's just like,
Does that mean that he didn't, in fact, eat anybody?
well, not just pretty woman.
Unless anybody else has anything for me here, I feel like I'm in a good mood for this now.
Snacks were nice, but I could honestly use something a bit more filling. It's almost. Well, actually, what time is it? Day-wise?
Starting into the later afternoon, because you guys got here. Because of when you guys got here versus when this is. But later afternoon here is meaning. Sorry.
Yeah.
Later afternoon on this 24-hour section, I have to convert. Sorry, means we actually are heading towards the evening of everything. You just have a good while before that's still here.
What do you guys do for dinner after this? I mean, Schmeat's gonna have his fill, but he can always eat more.
And back to Schmeat's other action while that silence is happening. Next action, Schmeat.
Perception on Robot Man, or Armored Man, the Power Armor Man, or Exosuit motherfucker. I'm gonna tear out the wires. Which one powers it?
That's more of like a. Well, let's branch out from the skills. We'll let that be more of like a sleight of hand or a technology.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it's not a thingy?
Do what?
We're not doing skill thingies?
Yeah, perception or technology. Sleight of hand or technology. Those are both skill checks.
Technology underneath.
It's under intelligence.
It's essentially Arcana.
Oh, harmony.
That would be a good, yeah.
That hand. Yeah, I'm gonna go with sleight of hand because I have nothing in.
Fair.
2.
That's going to be. Nice is hard to fucking read sometimes. Plus 2 is 16.
All right. 16 on this one is just barely a success. But it is a success.
All that matters.
As you manage to sneak up, and it doesn't shut down as you jump in and like thrust your hands in while he's distracted with another person. But you do notice as he like pulls back from like one of his actions, just like he just finishes punching somebody, goes to your back, you watch his arm starts to like judder and move a bit funky, and it causes him to fuck up as somebody else gets an opening on him.
And let's go with athletics. I'm gonna throw Exosuit Man. Is he like Exosuit Man dead?
No, he's not dead. They got an opening and they got a good shot in on him, but he's still up and standing.
Is he really big or is he kind of like?
Tall and lean kind of idea.
And
the fact that he has an exosuit on means he's probably heavy.
And pull him on.
Valid. Alright. We'll get back to that one in just a second as everything's up top. Lyra's gonna look at it like, I'm gonna make my way back to the crew. Have a lovely day.
Thumbs up.
He just doesn't want to see me.
See you later, maybe.
Hopefully not. As Schmeat goes for his final action as the fight continues on for a few minutes. At this point, by the way, the fight is getting to the bottom, near the very bottom of this. Like, you're only maybe 15, 20 feet out of reach of this thing as it thrashes. And there's still probably a quarter of the original fighters left.
I want to throw him a chainsaw.
Make an athletics check.
Yeah. Plus 6. That is.
Rage advantage.
This one's just kind of a, you know what? Yeah, rage advantage. It's a strength check still. I'll let it slide on this one.
Our first roll is better at the 23.
Okay, 23. Yeah, as you grab him and get a hold of him as he's like arms still juddering and he's stumbling, and you turn and throw, and as you throw it at the chainsaw man, he hears the bodies tumbling and he just churns, sees it coming, and in the same motion as he just churns, drags it out of where it was and slams it up into the guy that's flying at him as it goes to grind against the outside, throws it behind him as the exoskeleton guy smashes into another two people and knocks him off. And he barely manages to catch an edge on the ring before, like, hauling himself back up to the very edge.
What's the edge of the ring? Is it like a rope or something?
Heavy metal cables.
Do they bend?
A little bit.
I want to springboard off of it and drop kick him. Acrobatics.
You actually already have your 3 there, but for fun, let's go for it. This doesn't affect your roll at the end.
That's plus 5, 4, that's 18.
18. I'm going to give him a counter roll since this is outside the skill challenge. Can't roll that high, apparently. So, yes, as you just bounce off as he's trying to finally get back, and then just boom, shotgun into his chest as he's like, fuck, and into open air.
I missed Lynn.
Hold on, checking the odds on that. Alright, so this is coming down to the final stretch here. You have there's a variety of levels of success on this one. As it falls down, the higher you roll, the better you get, of course. As per the normal one, you got a solid all 3 of them, so you get a +6 to the d20 roll.
Hell yeah.
Never get tired of Schmeat's violence. Always nice to watch.
He is exceptional at it.
Hey Nessa, if we have to stab the captain lady, do you think I could pull off her hat and cloak? She's a bit taller than me, but I could probably tailor it down a few inches.
I mean, yeah, I think you could pull it off. I don't know if you'd want to be wearing that. If you... no, you go, do what you want to do.
I just like the way her jacket looks, and the hat.
It is nice. It might put a target on your back, but it's nice.
Well, if we're talking about targets, we just went over how everybody has bounties. And I just look at Schmeat on the fucking Jumbotron.
Yeah, as long as we're with you, people are going to be coming after us anyway, so...
Hey, it's okay, the Schmeat cam's on live now. Up
The
close
Schmeat-
numbers.
Schmeat Camp goes on. First, first minute is just him falling and then just exploding onto someone.
No, the first minute is him sitting there getting it readjusted. I'm like, is it on? Yeah, it's on. And then it's going.
I mean, first person perspective. Some
Correct.
people like that.
I think I saw a movie like that.
Has the Schmeat Cam received any donations?
Roll a d20.
It was
Odd
wrong.
for me to be doing.
As
I
someone
say
who's
it's Schmeat
broadcasting
or-
this, part of me hates this gimmick.
Anybody can roll a d20 for this one. It's just for the group. It's probably, you know what, now let's go Nessa or Schmeat since they're the ones involved with the stream.
Nessa haven't got the roll yet. Oh wait, no, she did once. Not as
I
much as
rolled
Schmeat.
twice and I failed both times. What? I'm just rolling a d20?
Yes.
Just straight?
Yes.
That's a 17.
That's actually pretty good. I'm gonna go with yes. You're gonna get some donations. Your stream's still kind of on the smaller side, so not a bunch. But let's say this fight so far is racked up $30 of donations.
Nice.
Nice.
But the fight's also not over.
Wanna be the rule.
And go ahead and roll your free roll.
He says an instant +6.
Yes.
Am I adding anything else to it, or just that D20? +6?
D20 plus 6.
Gotcha. Oh, that's a nat 20 off the bat.
Hell yeah. Alright. As this thing is getting lower and lower, you're going to basically finished just in time is the highway we're going to go here. Nat 20 makes it more dramatic. You have a handful of people left. The only major one left in this arena is the Chainsaw Man. How would you like to finish this fight of the Chainsaw Man and maybe 5 other people?
I'm gonna grab 2 of the motherfuckers by the legs and whack the other one. And then taking the last 2 bites and just clapping him.
Okay.
Just use the motherfuckers.
That still
to beat
leaves.
other motherfuckers.
Alright, so you start just like thwacking people with other people. That does still leave Chainsaw guy left. Oh, that's how you want to take him out with other people still.
He wants. I think he wants to grab 2 of them and clap him in between them.
Yeah.
Oh, him. Sorry, it just said her
I'm taking the
people.
2 buys and swinging at the other people, swinging at the other people, like beating the shit out of them, and then I get there, I just slam the 2 buys against him. Whatever.
As
left
you
of him.
manage to catch him as his chainsaw catches, as he goes like a bit like a too wide swing. At one point, it hits the wire and it starts to jerk for a second. He goes to catch it, and just as he goes to catch it, as you finish beating the other people, you grab them and just, like throw full weight into it. And he turns just too late as he finally starts to get it free, and it just. And you watch as he starts to tilt and fall over the edge.
Does he drop the chainsaw in the arena?
Even or odd?
I believe in you, Medina.
I like my odds.
You like your odds? That's an even.
Damn it.
Oh! We almost had Schmeat with a chainsaw.
As it hits the ground, for a second, you're like, ah, and the engine doesn't stop, and it just, as the teeth bite, and it off the edge.
Our GIF was Meatwad with a chainsaw.
I do not know.
Certainly.
As you hear, and we have a winner!
He's gonna take the 2 buys that was and just beat him.
As you look down and you're realizing you're just out of reach of the thresher at the bottom. Don't wait too long, folks. Don't leave just yet. We'll have round 2 soon enough. Just give us a few minutes to replenish our sacrifice mean patrons for the day, our participants. And we'll be back for more. As it starts to raise back up. So, Schmeat was not expected to win because immediate last entry, he smashed into that. I'm going to say, Schmeat, roll. You succeeded. Roll 3d8.
Break the economy forever.
Oh no,
We
this
have
is for
Nessa
his
here.
health.
We have Nessa. The economy was fucked anyways.
Her money's tainted. As she attests herself, it is blood money.
All of our money is blood money.
My money isn't blood money.
Well, yeah,
I
but she
gotta
feels
take
bad
what you
about
mean.
hers.
Ours is a bit more literally
Medina.
blood money.
Medina, what did you get?
I got 15 total.
15 total. Okay, so just take another 15 off your health to represent the damage taken throughout the fights.
Okay.
You fought a lot of people, but you did win. As for the people up top, let's see how much money. Let's see what your odds are. Fight was going on, bit of back and forth. You guys placed when it was lower. Let's say I will roll a d6 for the multiplier. No?
Yeah.
Seems fair?
Oh, it lands on
Very
a
fair.
1.
Plans on a 1, I'll say average at the lowest.
Times 10.
God damn it.
I like Eric
But
said you should better.
How is this cocked twice? Okay, times 4. Your bet times 4.
So my $9
Becomes
so very
36.
high. Yeah.
And my 2,000 becomes 8,000?
Correct.
Cool. Is that 8,000 on top of the 2,000
No.
I put in, or just
It's,
8,000?
you paid 2,000 and then you get 8,000 back.
So, additional 6,000. Got it.
Yeah.
Just want to know how I can do my math.
And slowly the ring lowers back up before the 4 walkways the 4 like cable things just shoot out and smash and latch back into the side of this as it gets back up to the top. And the door is open. Schmeat, you are free to exit the ring. Or if you wish to stay for round 2, you're welcome to stay.
Yeah, quit fucking with the cords.
Is the lady still in the crowd?
Can't see her from here.
She's left. But you wouldn't know that.
When's round 2? Like immediate?
They said a few minutes. It's probably not going to be long. Above game, you guys see like a timer click, I guess. In fairness, they'll put like a timer on the board. It's going to be like a 30-minute window.
Are you gonna let him short rest becomes the question there.
Or are they gonna shove drugs in him?
He can short rest. Remember, especially for all this, because we all talked about this, and the hour-long short rest doesn't work great if we ever want to actually use short rests. I lowered it down to like a 15 or 20-minute break.
So, I mean, he could just sit there in the arena and eat people and get his health back.
He could. It is an option.
Gives him a show. I don't know how long it would take for me to get back to my seat. I was really at.
I went through and tried to adjust all these audios back to normal. They keep...
They keep shooting back up.
They do.
Beautiful technology.
I had to adjust them
I
a few weeks ago, whenever it was that I last used this thing. And ever since then, they keep surprising me.
Strange.
I'm gonna go eat them.
You have to adjust them
You're gonna
by
start
song.
Essentially, yeah.
How much
Does the master volume not
No.
do anything for you?
Well,
Oh.
it would, but the songs aren't uniform.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Alright, you need a random ad in between all of them that is like 5 times louder than anything that would play normally, just because it's an advertisement. And then it to go back to the normal volumes.
I account for that on my YouTube videos.
Just like radio, television, and YouTube, you gotta make your advertisements obnoxiously loud compared to everything else.
Well, all they do is just set the limit to like -1 or some shit, because then it won't blow anybody's thing out, but it will be louder than anything that's mixed neatly. So I have everything mixed neatly as I can, and then cranked.
So is Schmeat just
Okay.
getting all of his health back?
He can short rest, so he can use however many of his hit die he wants to.
Alright.
Getting his shield back though. Hey.
Oh yeah, that's always nice. Oh yeah.
Oh. Hey, we should find out if this is another free-for-all thing. I don't know, we might need Barry up here if something goes wrong. Kind of 50-50 on that.
Hey, Blinks. Do you need me for something?
I don't know, if something goes wrong, we might.
I just kind of zoned out. Sure.
I was gonna say, if there's like a team thing, you could go team up with Schmeat down there, but then I was thinking that if something happens, we might need you here.
Yeah. That's a very good point.
Since it looks like something's probably gonna happen. No, maybe not since the alarm clock guy was thrown down there. But who knows? At any point has Terry done the like lean back slowly and put an arm around Crystal or try anything like that? Like yawn into it?
I think in this moment, Gary has had the fear of God put into him of angry women at the moment because he just saw somebody hit on somebody and get punted out of a fucking skyscraper. So he is, possibly wisely, choosing to remain to himself.
Brother, you must show courage in this moment of fear.
Oh,
No thanks, I choose life as he looks over at the edge. Anything in the few moments between this, or are we okay to skip forward?
Is Sneak joining for the second round that apparently is going on?
she looks at.
Is that his plan?
Looks like maybe so. Feel
He's
free to
gotta
correct
make
us
it.
immediately.
He takes it as he's got to make it effect. He's going for round 2. He doesn't know she's not watching.
This is true. All right.
I got most of my health back anyways.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
You had a 9 earlier, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds like she should probably be fucking off.
Well, you don't know about it, it'll roll.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a smoke real quick. Legs hurt. You stand up. Right back.
Okay. Well,
Well, since he was about to cut to you.
Yep. literally,
Oh,
but that's
oh,
okay.
you're
Nope. If you gotta take a second, you gotta take a second. I get you.
Uh-oh. My left. Was that me?
Robert,
No, you're still here.
Okay, because my Discord's been doing a thing where it sounds like I leave and then I come back and the music starts playing.
I know.
I don't know why it does that. It's just started doing it recently.
I don't know. Everything good? What's happening?
Sorry, I left the call for a moment because there's a noise outside that I couldn't figure out what it was at first, and I needed to not have any kind of noise to hear, as one of our neighbors is outside on power equipment in the dark, in the rain for some reason.
What kind of
There
power
are
equipment?
so many things wrong with that statement for safety issue wise.
He's gotta do it now.
What kind of power equipment?
Don't know. Kind of a squeaking noise. It's weird. Didn't go all the way out there and look. Just looked out the window and saw him over there. It's dark, so I couldn't really see what he was doing.
He's planning to go and crush his ex's house with a backhoe.
Anyways,
Yeah. So, Medina, you still here? Or did you step out for your smoke? Stepped out for your smoke. I think it's okay. We got a few moments. He's down there. Well, he's down there. You guys are, I'm assuming, in the same general area, like milling about your seats, or did you move to an area with less
Broken glass?
free air ventilation?
That'd be up to Nessa. Or whoever.
Well, they seem
Yes,
to be
move away
increasing
from
in
the-
frequency.
The breeze feels nice, doesn't it?
broken window is obvious.
Can I have my
try not to
binoculars
draw
back?
attention. Yeah, here.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
Thank you. Why did you say random binoculars?
To see things that are far away.
That's a good point, but I thought you used like a rifle scope for those, typically.
Sometimes I get into my bag. I also have a legit torch.
Is that like a torch, like a flashlight torch?
No.
Or a torch like a...
I pull
like
out a
it's on fire
stick.
torch?
I put it back in my
applaud
bag.
your preparedness.
Noted. If I ever need anything uncommon, I'll just ask you.
Got about 8 dice cents.
Okay, that's fair to have. Fair to bring with us.
Got these gloves. They're insulated, so I don't shock the shit out of myself. Put them away.
What don't you have?
Lot.
Peace of mind and inner happiness.
That is entirely too pessimistic.
Not wrong though.
Eh.
Alright, so as you guys are sitting there, there's gonna be like, I'm gonna say probably like a small opening on the couch because you guys were all laying there and letting where was Schmeat was there, and somebody's just gonna vault over and plop down heavy on it. They're gonna land there. They have like worn out like cargo pants that have like shredded up to their shins some, where they have like the heavy like combat boots that are also fairly worn. I feel like it's gonna apply to a lot of people that live on this planet. And they run onto a shirt that's just like a bit too short and a bit all that with like a vest tossed over it. And a like running around the belt, you can see things like a shield and other gear stuck to it. They're gonna be there. They have like like just slightly longer hair that's like in a ponytail that's only like just like a couple inches out. Like it's still pretty short. Look over, like freckles across the face. So lovely to meet all of you. I feel like we should have a chat.
Who are they in between?
Oh.
Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna go. I got this. I'm gonna go look at our chat.
I feel like I was on the
Gonna use
right
you
side and
guys'
Schmeat was on the left side.
Doesn't matter. This is where they're gonna be sitting now. You guys mentioned moving.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'd say the only one they couldn't be next to is Nessa, just due to having
Robo.
people next to her at all time. Probably Tex on one side and Crystal on the other for Nessa.
I mean, honestly, they probably pop between Barry and Tanya. Then I'm just gonna use the numbers on the thing for a thing.
Hello.
Lovely to meet all of you. Been watching for a little bit. Very entertaining. We should probably have a talk though.
Okay.
Better now than what's that going on.
Yeah, exactly. And people are kind of busy and talking about their winnings. So, great time for it. First of all, lovely to meet all of you. Been watching for a while. Big fan. Sticking to the fucking band as he looks at Nessa. Originally jumped on this because wanted some money. Wanted a lot of money. You guys had a lot of money on you. It was really nice. It was really worth it. Decided it wasn't really worth the risk, though, in the end. So, in interest of more interesting friends, I feel like I should warn you, there are some people asking around about you. The fact that they're asking, though, kind of makes me think that they don't know you're here.
Is he just looking like straight at Nessa for that?
Kind of down towards Nessa and Crystal. They're not exactly focusing on one or the other, because, like, well, they're just looking down the lane. It's kind of hard to grab there.
Yeah. That direction. Yeah.
That said, if they find out about everybody here, they might be a lot more interested in the group. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of figured something like that was going on around here.
Yeah, it's a popular area. A lot of people come in and out. A lot of ships come in and out. Feel like it's a bit of a hub. Oddly enough, a very good place to hide from people I found.
Easier to hide with
Hiding
a lot
in
of people
plain
around.
sight.
Exactly. There's so many people here. Which is why I'm going to recommend, despite them looking around right now, not to immediately move for an exit.
There.
So, what's your name, buddy? What's your name, or at least something we can call you?
Oh, Milo. So, Milo,
Hi,
nice to
Milo.
meet all of you. Supposed to be really nice to you. Not gonna lie, the person I ran into scared the hell out of me when they thought I was after y'all.
Was it Dakin?
Milo.
I don't know anybody named Dakin, no.
What's Clay's dad's name again?
Bo.
Bo Hancock? Was it Bo?
No, wasn't Bo. Wasn't Bo. Taller lady. Well, not kind of like middling height lady. Kind of similar to Beth, actually. She had this whole cowboy motif going on. Had a good old rifle, like dirty blonde, like going into like very white hair.
I don't think I've met anyone like that.
Does Nessa recognize that description?
You ask for Nessa.
Does does
Power
any-
move. I appreciate it. Does the smart one know who the fuck he's
If you're
talking
Max,
about?
you're muted.
Do I know?
I mean, it sounds vaguely familiar. It sounds vaguely reminiscent of your aunt
I mean, it just sounds
On
like a
your
mean
dad's
version of
side.
Nesta.
on your dad's side, I should say.
Sounds like a scary version of Nesta.
So yeah, I almost got shot. Did get shot. Almost got shot in a bad spot a couple times. So I'm here to make friendly terms because I don't want to get shot again. Also, you guys are pretty interesting.
Friends are always good. New friends are even better. I mean, worst comes
But
to
yeah.
worst, we can always talk in a bit.
Kind of tall fellow, very fucking handsome. But a little bit too stiff for my personal taste. But that's neither here nor there. Younger side, very well groomed.
Show him picture, Dakin. This person?
You keep asking about Dakin. I don't know a Dakin.
It's
my
just
fault.
it's just carry on.
It's fine.
And she got a
Do I
name?
need it? Is this the person I need to work? I didn't listen to the name, honestly. I was a little busy trying not to. All right, I was failing when I was staring. I was failing and staring. I wasn't paying the most attention.
Schmied got picked in that hole for looking at someone's rack.
I wasn't looking for you.
Hey, I am subtle. Despite, I'm assuming you're talking about the person who got yeeted.
Yeah,
Fair,
the-
he also asked about her
That was a hell of
to
a
her
kid.
face.
That is size. Put him there.
Oh,
yeah, he has
that
to-
was a bad idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was not a great move.
Yeah, and he asked it to her. Just flat out asked her to her face. It's not a good idea.
Not the best, no. So how's everybody's day? How y'all doing? Sorry for the interruption. Sorry for barging in. It just felt very important here to make a point.
Thanks for the information. We got any more friends to introduce us to, or that we should know about?
No! That's kind of why I want some.
I mean, we just grabbed Terry. We can always bring her along, can't we?
Probably not gonna pop in for permanent thing. I'm not great with staying in groups for a long time, but I like to pop in, say hi, help out where I can, pop away for a little bit. I'm a bit hit and miss on where I go with people.
I mean, that's fine. Having friends in
Also-
places is always a good thing.
While y'all are fun, and I absolutely would love any of the bigger parties y'all get sucked into, I do still have stuff I have to do.
Can we insight that?
Absolutely. You're absolutely free to incite them.
There's
What's
people
the
with higher insight, but
I have an increasing urge to window yeet.
Why?
Don't doubt my instincts.
What's this person's name again?
I mean, would
Whoops.
Bertram like
Hello.
Sorry.
Hilo? I mean, would Bertram like to roll the insight? He probably has high.
No, I'm fine.
More than one can roll it.
No, we're
17.
We went from a very paranoid group to a very trusting group. It's okay.
17. They're not readily lying to you. Yeah, you can roll an insight.
Insight.
21.
Insight?
21.
Also-
They don't seem to be readily lying to you. They've talked about a few things. They've said a few things
Should have
That
got
just-
20.
are kind of like,
Half truth?
But then it was usually those moments where they like backtracked, like when they were talking about I was doing that, and then like no, I was staring. It was kind of like those backtrack moments where they kind of popped off with what they said. Really,
Yeah.
So, anyone else we should look out for here, type of deal, you know of, or?
well, you already pissed off one lady. You already found the one lady you pissed off. She booted that person in and left, so maybe she's set for the day. I don't know what was up with the person you threw out, but they seemed kind of weird. Then just the other person who was asking around. I don't think they're up here right yet. They might be on the way up. They might be up here still. I don't know. They were up here for a minute. They left for something. They might be back. I haven't seen them in a couple minutes. Admittedly, a little concerning. Do
Know what they look?
Yeah, like I said, they were like a nice, finer bit of suits. Way cleaner than what you'll find here. Way nicer than any of the things I can get a hold of. Very much kind of like on the younger side. I'd say like mid-20s.
He's that?
Like I said,
That's his brother?
unreasonably handsome. Kind of cold and stoic.
Hey, Nessa, do you have a picture of your brother?
A picture of my brother?
Yeah.
We're not really a picture type of family.
What does it?
he match the
Pull out my
description? You're just-
Echo. Google the fucking name.
I like how we go, we're on the Echo, but we have Google.
Google is the one thing that is everywhere. It's a verb.
It's always,
Does it?
it's omniscient.
Does that picture match the description the guy's giving?
You can, as you bring up the Jacobs family, there's a number of pictures, all of them notably lacking a certain individual that's in your party. But there is a couple of them where you see a front image, you just turn and show, and they're like, hey, yeah, that one. I would recognize that ass anywhere.
That's just gonna.
Hey, make peace for your brother, Nessa, and then he won't be trying to, be mean to you.
We didn't
also
really leave on the best of terms.
Worst case scenario, I place a hand on her shoulder. We can simply toss him in the pit.
No!
Why? He's your brother. He'd probably be fine.
I don't want my brother in the pit.
I slowly turn.
No.
Barry? Do you think that
What?
Nissa would be fine if you tossed her in the pit?
Repent of the guns.
Also, if it's a free prototype thing, he might I'd have to fight and kill Schmeat or be killed by Schmeat. And if he's killed by Schmeat, that means Schmeat's probably eating him.
Oh, he won't be killed by Schmeat.
See, you still have faith in your brother. We just need to get him to not chase you.
Easier said than done.
I believe
But
in you.
also, we don't know that he's chasing me for malicious reasons.
Maybe he'll just want to talk.
Sure. Then we get to go and clear up any misconceptions between you and him. And you don't have to worry about him.
Hey, Clay.
And you even get to talk to him again.
Yeah?
You, wasn't your mom looking for him also?
Dad. His dad was looking.
Is my mom looking for who?
Evans?
No, Mom was out hunting for some stuff that got stolen from us.
Oh. Was it your dad? Thought you said one of your family was looking for him to get in contact.
Not to my knowledge.
I gotta call your dad real quick.
Okay. Above game, are you referring to a particular thing?
I have a note from the stuff I overheard in the shower about Clay's mom was looking for Evans.
I think that might have been slightly twisted. It was keeping an eye out for Evans.
Okay.
If that would adjust your thing a little bit. If this is your memory epiphany moment.
Either way, could still contact Clay's dad to get that through.
There. Absolutely could. Ring or two later, he picks up. Hello? Haven't heard from you guys in a couple of days.
Yeah, we're at a thresher pit watching fights. Schmeek just won us a lot of money, and sketchy people up here got into the Highline Skybox. Stuff might be going down pretty soon, but we might also have Evans coming to us or on the lookout for us. I remember one of you said something about someone was looking for him or watching out for him, something along those lines.
Yeah, we were keeping an eye out for him because we were honestly kind of worried about where he fell in this.
Oh, we might have confirmation from that soon. Maybe, maybe not.
Please don't get in a fight with him.
Don't really plan on it. We don't know what his intentions are. Find out when we find out.
I hope
Can you
you
hang on the phone to Clay for a minute?
Just walk over there.
You're the conference all right. Hey, kid. Yeah. So just remember, just friendly reminder, you do remember, if he shows up, y'all are getting the hell out of there, right? Yes, I remember. Get out. We can worry about other stuff later.
Nessa's gonna raise her hand.
Nessa's raising her hand.
Your bow over the phone. Yes, Nessa.
I don't wanna meet my brother. I don't wanna do that.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that's fine. Your decision. Scratch his cheek.
I think it's better to avoid that situation. I don't know if it would turn out well no matter what.
Nessa's
Plus,
brother
Evans kind of scares me.
Nessa's brother lays his hand on her shoulder. Says, "Hey, sister, what are you talking about? Get along wonderfully." She and Nessa
Nessa's
jumping
just
into
gonna
away from her.
nervously play with her hair. No.
So, no chance for dialogue or any kind of conversation. It's just run.
It's probably better to err on the safe side. I don't know.
We got any temperament
And
kind of
if
deal?
we're wrong, I'll be very concerned about the outcomes.
You got a short temper or anything like that, or negotiable, or?
I don't know if he has a temper.
Like, I didn't know if you guys had met them all or had any bio type of.
Ask Nessa about his general persona. That's probably your best bet.
Anything there, Nessa, of how he acts?
Stone cold. He's not very talkative. He's the smartest person I know. And I don't know much about my brother. He doesn't talk to me very much.
Oh.
He's 7 years older than me.
Do you know if he's a shoot first, ask questions later kind of guy?
I know he's a sharpshooter. He's the best shot in our family.
Oh.
that he was supposed to run the family business, but he didn't get the family business. So I think it's safe. I don't know this for a fact, and I do not want to make assumptions about my big brother, but we did not end on the best terms last time I saw him. I would rather avoid that conversation.
Oh man, now
It makes me uncomfortable.
Feels like we gotta be on sniper detail now.
He is good with a sniper. Chances are he'll probably see us before we see him.
And if he has a fancy suited up Jacob's rifle, that probably shoots farther than anything we can to even attempt to take shots back.
I'm not good at protecting from snipers.
I mean, you could
Raise
body
the sample.
pop. So.
I can do that. But beyond that, shrugs.
If it helps, something you would know for him, by the way, Nessa, he doesn't usually carry something large and heavy like that on him because it ruins the business persona that he has crafted. So he does not usually have that on him. That said, you are on Pandora, so there is always the possibility.
I mean, typically he's not that showboaty of a person. He's more of a... He doesn't like to show that kind of side of him. But that doesn't mean, I guess, he won it.
Also just did distract something. Then get rid of it.
That's true. But he does typically like to go with something smaller.
So yeah, best to avoid that if you can. At least until we know where that's going.
Okay, thanks for the info, Bo.
No problem. Hey, next time you guys stop back in town, I might have something for one of those ancient bases for you, by the way.
Ooh, fancy.
Got something to lead we're digging down into, so hopefully by the time you make it back, we'll have it fleshed out.
Probably be a few days, maybe a couple weeks. See how things go here.
Anytime you do.
Just hang up.
Yep. You hear them in the background. So yeah, kind of like that. Coming over to talk to you guys. Had a real random idea of just, popping over here. Thought it'd be better than playing mystery in the background kind of person. Not very good at that.
Yes, we kind of get, when the killing starts, it kind of gets indiscriminatory if we don't know you. So now you're I'd say at least 50% less likely to die, unless they're targeting people we know specifically, and then they'll probably just blow our brains out.
I feel like I lost my chance. I went down the chances of dying from you, but my chances of dying are now the same because of other people still. Good to know.
You know what round this pit fight's gonna be? Or rules or whatnot? Last time was a free-for-all. Is this gonna be another free-for-all any chance, you know?
No idea. I haven't looked into it.
Any idea what they win?
Usually money, but your friend there didn't come up to get his.
He just wanted to... He was hungry.
Sometimes in fairness, sometimes they also ask for other stuff, but usually money.
Let's see what he asks about when he wins.
Cool. Let's watch
He's
this
prob-
one, and we might want to...
He's probably gonna ask to talk to that lady again.
I think she left.
That won't stop him. from asking.
Yeah, y'all have fun with that. I'm not getting involved with any of that.
Alright, have fun. Stay away from windows.
That's the plan. I'm gonna watch here with you guys for a little bit though, once I wandered over here. Don't want to bounce immediately and get weird looks at me.
If people are looking at us, you probably get kind of weird looks by association anyways.
Yeah, but it's better than me just bouncing over, jumping in, being here for 5 minutes, bouncing out. Like I said, the whole point is I'm trying not to draw a bunch of attention to you with a bunch of motion and movement. I like leave like halfway through the fight.
Go to the bathroom, then just don't come back.
Yeah, that's kind of the plan. Then they watch it, you reach into the thing, pull out a bucket of popcorn, and settle in.
That was a good time for that. Go to the bathroom before the fight starts.
So, nice to meet you. Cool tats. Loved your work. Saw you blow some shit up. It was really cool.
Just looking over at Crystal.
I was at the Derby.
I didn't blow anything up at the Derby.
Ooh,
You guys all blew stuff up at the Derby.
we did.
What did I blow up?
You guys blew up a lot of other vehicles.
I didn't blow up any other vehicles.
No, like the
counts.
group as a whole blew up vehicles.
It counts.
They're talking like down the row at people. Different things for different stuff. They just mentioned cool tats to you. So like they're talking to multiple people. The cool tats was the only one that was directed like particularly at you.
I am concerned by that statement. Mostly because I'm wearing long sleeves and have a mask on.
No, that's what said. They were at the Derby.
They know.
I know, but I didn't have the mask at the Derby.
Yes, but you're still
So,
very blatantly the same person because
question-
everyone else is here. You putting on a mask in disguise doesn't really matter at all whenever everyone else is still blatantly themselves, so you're the only one missing. There's 5 people in a group, and 4 of them are all blatantly there, but there's a mysterious 5th person with the same body type, just wearing a mask in disguise. That's obviously the same 5th person as there was earlier.
Except there's not 5 of us. There's like 7 or 8.
You know what I mean. Don't you go and get semantics on me.
3.
I don't really
Ish.
care. You know what I meant.
All I'm saying is
Thaddeus, your disguise doesn't work too well to people who already
all
know
I'm
the
saying
secret.
is that there is grounds to assume that I am not the same person.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay,
That is
guys,
just-
let's slow down. Hold
not
on.
gonna.
He's allowed to be suspicious of who he wants to be. You're allowed to not be suspicious of who you don't want to be.
Oh, I'm not talking about being suspicious. I'm just saying that the disguise doesn't really work whenever they already know the secret.
But it's fair. That's your thought on it. That's fair. He's worried about it. He's allowed to be worried about it. That's kind of how this game works.
Medina's back if it's time for round 2.
Yep.
At least I hope he still is. Medina.
I hope so.
Okay.
It's okay. This will be a fun one. So, as things continue on, people settle in, they pull out some popcorn, you guys get your snacks and bathroom stuff in. Round 2 will start. As people continue to just flood out, and they are going to spin the wheel. And it just rolls through. And it just lands, and it's dangerous to go alone, and you hear them shout, well, you all better buddy up, you got 30 seconds.
I get the
As people are pouring out, and the next round starting, as this is a duo thing. Work in pairs. And this is where I ask you, there is a large variety of people here. Do you have a particular type of person you want to work with?
Where's a strong woman?
She's gone.
I don't know.
gone.
She's gone.
No, you're in a ring with people who are here for the fight.
Are any of them strong women?
I have to choose from them.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know if I can just grab somebody out of the crowd.
Just grab
I
somebody
don't
from
know the
crowd.
rules. I don't know the rules.
Okay, it's pure luck. Roll a d20.
My first time being
And
here.
this will tell you how good your partner is.
I was just gonna point
The
where
stakes
the lady...
could raise exponentially.
No,
We're just gonna
you're in the hold on. You're in the ring, right?
Yeah.
And as the things roll off for the fight to start, they say "buddy up."
Oh, okay,
You
I
have to
understand
choose
now.
somebody in the combat ring.
Okay, perception. I'm gonna see who looks strong.
Who looks strong? Okay.
Well,
It's your time if you want it.
guys be with me. I gotta choose from the people who are down here, right?
Hey guys, we
Correct.
should try to sneak up on Dak and not let him leave. You're right.
Well, that's it.
Look at us on the TV screen.
7.
Okay, cool. Looking for the strongest person here, you look over, and much to the similar earlier, there's a number of people walking out here. One of them with a similar helmet set up to the person you landed on earlier. However, this one's much bulkier, well-made, welded, actually welded armor pieces on, and they have like heavy metal plating going down their arms on either side, and they're walking out cracking their knuckles.
I can Grievous crawl
Female Goliath.
over to him and climb on their shoulder.
Female Goliath.
Jump on her shoulder, and she looks over at you and says, "You can keep up, runt."
Yeah.
Good. And she just cracks her neck, and you just hear the audible.
I crack my neck too, my head gets stuck in a certain way.
Picks you up, puts a hand on it, back in spot.
I wish
All right,
to see
for
love
this
bloom
round,
on the
you
battlefield.
Okay, for this round, you have a heavy-duty female Goliath, badass, ring on your side for this whenever you're making your moves. All these rolls will be at advantage because this is a team fight, but the DC will be harder since it is a team fight. As the round starts and people start to pair off, how would you like to open up the combat here with the two of you?
Laughter, probably.
Most of the other biggest people I see. I gotta go down first.
The next biggest person you see is more of the bruiser build, just a heavy, thick body set up, tall, taller than you guys. Has a bandana wrapped around their head. You watch as they pull out what just looks to be a heavy, a two-handed club with a number of devices attached along it. Do what?
You wanna kill the big one first?
Just nods.
Leave my fist. Let's go.
Just grabs you immediately and throws you.
He assumes dark position.
Just throws you at them. Opening round. Since you said let's kill him, let's go. Opening round just grabs you and throws you at them. I'm assuming athletics would probably be a good way to go for this.
Yes.
So as the fight opens up immediately, as soon as they say, "And let's go!"
It's a rolling double hand on top of the head.
You have advantage.
There's a big ass TV screen, but I'm still looking with the binoculars.
Yep.
I just kind of look and see. Then I go, oh, and then I quickly pat the person to my left, which I'm imagining at this point is Crystal, because we're playing musical chairs. And I just go, look, there's a chance. And then offer the binoculars.
Would you believe I told you got 2 nat 20s in a row?
Look at their synergy!
As you just Gallagher right into them at Mach 5. You feel your bones strain, but you also feel them hit, roll in around, and then just rebound backwards, hitting the edge and over.
I feel like I wasn't expecting that from feet.
Each Jeff.
Thought he might just try to eat his partner.
As the first one hits,
We don't want to see that.
No. And the fighting starts to hit on, and it continues on for a few minutes for the next round. It keeps going on. A couple minutes in, you're watching they get up, well, I think I'm gonna make my way out. I'll keep an eye out. If I see that person, I could try to toss them on a bad way. Actually, we're all headed, so I don't toss them that way.
Shrug.
Well, we might be jumping someone at a spaceship port soon from that lady. Maybe.
Out of town, got it. Now, if only I can convince a small bandit to wear a wig as they walk off.
You could probably convince a midget psycho to wear a wig pretty easy. Especially if you scalped it off of someone. They'd probably just wear that as a hat normally.
Yeah. In fairness, they said that as they were just wandering off. But they gave the thumbs up for it as they continue on the way.
That wasn't meant to be, that was kind of just like talking to herself on that, not super loud.
Oh, fair, sorry. And the fight continues to proceed on, getting a little bit busier, more intense, much more intense than the previous one because it's a lot harder to take out a person when they have teammates helping them. And coordination is not exactly a skill set amongst these people. Schmeat, what's your second option?
Where's his partner at?
Your partner?
No, his partner.
Oh, the big guys?
Yeah.
Hard to say in the midst of all the chaos that kicked off. But if you're looking for them in particular, you could probably find them shortly after. They're not much outstanding-wise, but they do have one hell of an axe on them. Do what?
Are they close?
Yeah, easy enough. The ring's not that big.
Go ahead and charge an uppercut.
Charge an uppercut. This sounds more like, how do you want to do this? Because you've already done athletics. We can't do the same skill multiple times in a row like this.
Oh, I can do acrobatics, do like a little row and then like double fist and up.
I'll let that one go. That sounds good.
Five, 21.
21. Cool. As you sprint across, flipping, you guys are keeping an eye on Schmied as he flips across, bouncing from person to person, ping-ponging as they fly at them. Behind him, his giant of a friend just wading through and batting people to kind of just keep up and keep in a general vicinity. Just casually, boom, people out of the way. Crystal, you notice something happening, particularly of interest to you.
You might still have my binoculars.
Huh?
But you might still have my binoculars.
We've been passing them back and forth.
Yeah.
Are you using the binoculars right now?
Yes.
Okay,
Probably
Crystal,
not.
you don't catch sight of this then. What does happen is you guys will notice a second too late as you hear over the cheering and the roar an ever so slightly muffled doof that causes Tanya, Nessa, and Crystal just like twist their head to the side as they recognize the sound of like a somewhat muffled gunshot. And you notice to the side where one of the first window was broken, somebody has leaned up against it and is aiming down with a rifle.
Is it
At
at
first,
Nessa?
it's hard to tell. No, aiming down, like down below into the arena.
In that case, that's sweet.
You guys are immediately flick and take a look. Schmeat's still standing, and that's not the issue here. In fact, as they're trying to look around immediately, you don't see anybody just fall over for any random reason.
I see travesty unfold before my very eyes as the helmet is removed.
The helmet is removed.
No.
As you guys are flicking around trying to figure out what's happening, Nessa, something happens that's very important for you. Across the way, they probably haven't had a chance to see you yet, but across the way, as you are on like in the middle of one of these triangles, right? So like right across, as the elevator opens up, you catch a brief glimpse of your brother's face before an unholy screech sets off as the thresher that had been diving in and out of the ground starts to like force itself violently out of it and on top of the surface, like slowly pulling all of itself out as 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet of it starts coming out, and its massive reach tentacles start to splay and slam and like throw their arms around. Crystal, make a perception check for me since you have the binoculars.
I have a natural 20.
Natural 20 is that. Nope, natural 20 is enough in this case. It is a natural 20. As you're taking a look at it to see what's happening, you guys watch as some of the flesh starts to bulge and twist and mold and morph, and you, like on the head, something that was like previously semi-smooth, like with only like a couple of the ridges popping out of the skin, spines and spikes start to grow out. You notice just near one of a row of its eyes above it is a thin tube of a dart stuck in with a familiar name on it that you recognize as Anshin, and similar to the darts back in that stalker cave a ways back. As it proceeds to grow and starts to screech and move and twist, and you watch as things start to sway and pick up and pull towards as an energy builds up in the horns and spines growing out of its head.
You may have to go get Schmeat.
I
And you
loop
watch
my
as the
hook
arena
around the
starts to
nearest solid
stretch
object.
and pull down. Windows start to and people start to fall in. And that person quickly snaps their rifle up and starts running as Evans, making eye contact with you across the way, Nessa, starts to sprint as well. We will call the session there as the badass wormhole thresher screeches and prepares to rampage.
Did Tanya see Nessa's brother as well, or is it just Crystal and Nessa?
I'm gonna say in this exact moment, just Nessa, because the thresher was a bigger thing.
Okay. Huh. Sniper? Thresher? Alright. Sounds like it's time to go, Nessa.
We're well out of the wormhole range up here, right?
Great question. You've never dealt with a wormhole thresher, let alone a large, mutated, badass wormhole thresher.
Okay, well in that case, I'm going to write down the thing I said as it became obvious that things were going bad, which is...
You are visibly watching objects and pieces of like people building a matter fly towards it.
Alright, so if we all
go
get down to attack on it, we'll each do like 100 falling damage added onto our attack, right? We'll just log this.
Alright.
But we will call it there as the screech sets
Oh
up.
yeah, good way for it to go.
Okie doke.
Schmeat is about
Anything
Schmeat
before
is
I
about
cut recording?
the talk of his life.
Shmi has consistently made choices today that have led to this situation.
How was I supposed to know his brother's gonna shoot at me at this thing?
Her brother didn't shoot at this thing.
Anshin sniper.
Alrighty. We're gonna get back.
All I asked was what side.